obodo kenelu m Nnamdi Kanu ọhamadike ndị Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu ọhamadike, ike agụwo ndị ilo gị yo. Nnamdi Kanu ọhamadike. Ụtụtụ ọma nọ, ehihie ọma, mgbede ọma. Biko nụ just nwee ndidi. This broadcast ga-abụ bomb share, and I am calling on everyone to share it. Invite your friends, invite everyone. Ma onye ọbụla invite, maka na ebe asọkata eze anyị ekpuru nkata n'isi wee gwa eze okwu. Anyị agafeghị ihe a na-amaja ada amajazi anyị. Anyị agafego mmaja. Ọmụa ka ị ga-ebịa nọkata na bịa majawa. Gịnị ka ị ga-ejikwanụ wee maja m? Ka efi ga-eji wee maja m? Anyị agafego egwu. Obodo kenelu m Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu ọhamadike. Just patient. Can send here all my platforms. Nset ha ncha niile before anyị gaba n'iru. Anyị agafeghị ife a na-amaja. Ị ka nọrọ aka na-amaja gị with one or two things. Ịmabeghị ihe ịbụ. Ịmabeghị ife ịchọ. Ịmala ife ịchọ. Ịma na mmadụ dị ndụ ama amaja nwu gị with anything. Amadi dị ndụ maja gị with anything. Ya unu edibeghị already. Onye jiri nwere ego n'ụwa zaba nna ya. Ụmụ Igbo gosilokwa na mkpata ego dị n'ogu. Mgbe onye jiri kpata ego okwube kosidere ya. Mgbe onye jiri nwere ego n'ụwa zaba nna ya. Ụmụ Igbo unu ekwesigokwa na mkpata ego dị n'ogu. ije ga-egwe m n'ụwa mgbe onye jiri nwere ego ọzaba afa nna ya. Ụmụ Igbo, unu kwalụsigokwa na mkpata ego dị n'ogu ụwa mgbe onye jiri nwere ego ọzaba afa nna ya. We are anya adịgo ready ịga. We are good to go. We are good to go. Ka anyị pụọ onye ọsọ. We are good to go. Ụtụtụ ọma ndị ọma na-ege ntị. Ehihie ọma ndị ọma na-ege ntị. Mgbede ọma ndị ọma na-ege ntị. Ekene m onye ukwu kene onye nta. Wee sị ka ọ maalụ gị mma ebe ọ bụla ị nọ wee na-ege m ntị n'ụbọchị nke taata. Wee sị na anyị ga-adị ka echi maka na echi ada agwụ agwụ. Anyị ga-adị ka isi mmiri maka na isi mmiri ada ata ata. Na wee na-asị eze ebube onye pụrụ ime ihe niile. Otu onye na-ekpesara agụ ọmụma amasị amasị. Nne kene m gị n'ụbọchị nke taata ka taata na mark 1 year anniversary of ESN. Nna wee na-asị gị nna ka ị bịa nara ekene na mbunye enu. Okike kele ụwa ana m ekene gị n'isi ndị ESN niile. Ana m ekene gị n'isi dia commanders. Ana m ekene gị n'isi ndị IPOB niile. Ana m ekene gị n'isi Mazi Nnamdi Kanu isi afọ wee kwaba okpu. Ana m ekene gị n'isi ndị all the whole DOS. Ana m ekene gị n'isi ndị national coordinators niile. Ana m ekene gị n'isi ndị continental reps. Ana m ekene gị n'isi ndị regional coordinators. Ana m ekene gị n'isi ndị zonal coordinators. Ana m ekene gị n'isi ndị unit coordinators. Ana m ekene gị n'isi ndị PRO na ndị ọbụla dị iche iche nọ n'ime na-agba mbọ ka enweta Biafra. Ana m ekene gị n'isi ha ncha niile. Ana m ekene gị n'isi Mazi Achebe Paul. Ana m ekene gị n'isi Simon Ekpa. Ana m ekene gị n'isi ndị ọzọ niile bụ ndị Biafrans na-agba mbọ ka enweta Biafra. Ana m ekene gị n'isi ndị IPOB niile. Na wee na-asị gị ka tata na mark 1 year anniversary of Eastern Security Network. Ana m asị gị nna ka ị bịa buolu ha ụzọ kpelu ha azụ. Nna bịa gbaa ha ncha n'ume. Wepụrụ ha ọnwụ ike. Mgbọ Naijiria ma atụgbu ha. Ngwa agha ndị Naijiria ma nweta ha. Nkata ọjọọ ọbụla ndị ilo na-akpa ma nweta ha. Echiche ọjọọ ọbụla ndị ilo ochie ma nweta ha. Onye ọbụla na-akpa nkata n'oge ju ebitere ndị Eastern Security Network. Asị m ka nkata ahụ kpudo onye ahụ n'isi. Onye ọbụla nke na-eche echiche iji wee kụsa IPOB. Nna ka ezinụlọ onye ahụ na ndụ onye ahụ bụrụ ihe akụsara akụsa. Nna onye ọbụla nke na-agba mbọ mgbe ọbụla ọ na-egeju ebute ọgba aghara na Biafran movement na this IPOB. Nna ka ọgba aghara bụrụ ndụ onye ahụ. Nna ana m ayọ gị n'ụbọchị nke taata wee na-asị gị emekwana ka onye ndu bụrụ onye gba aka. Nna wee na-asị gị eze ebube dị ngọzi ome mma mma zuru arụ. Nna ana m akpọku gị n'ụbọchị nke taata wee na-asị gị onye ndu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu onweghị onye ma ihe ọ na-agabiga sọsọ naanị ya ma ihe ọ na-agabiga. Nna wee sị gị ka idubie chekwebịa n'ụtụtụ chekwebịa n'ehihie. Nna ekwene ka ọ daa mba ekwene ka ọ sị na ya chekwe na ya nwee mmadụ ma ọ nwere mmadụ. Nna ekwene ka o rie alịlị, ekwene ka alịlị banye ime. Nna nekwa ndị niile ọ rapụ ka ha wee nwee ike na-agba mbọ ka wee nweta Biafra. Nna anyị na-emezi ka ụmụ atụrụ na-enwere onye nche. Nna wee na-asị gị nna ka ị bịa chekwaba anyị, bịa chịkọta anyị ọnụ ka anyị malụ na ofu obi ka anyị ga-eji wee na-aga. Nna bịa gbaa anyị ume, ekwene ka anyị nwụfuo, ekwene ka ndị mmadụ nwụjuo. Nna bịa wepụ ọgba ya n'ime anyị niile, bịa tinye anyị nghọta, mee ka anyị malụ n'igwe bụ ike. Nna bịa buola anyị anya, nna bịa restọọla anyị Biafra. Eze ebube, sọsọ naanị gị ga-erestọ ọnwụ disi Biafra. Anyị enwere ike, anyị ejilo egbe, anyị ejilo mma, sọsọ naanị gị ka anyị chekwubere. Nna oge ahụ elugo, isi anyị kpọkwuo gị na ị ga-abịa. Nna wee na-akpọkwu gị n'ụbọchị nke taata ka ị bịa buola anyị anya zoro ezo. Ọ na mkpere ka ọ ga-adị n'Eke, ọ na-aka ọ ga-adị n'Eyi na Orio, ọ na-aka ọ ga-adị n'Afọ, ọ na-aka ọ ga-adị na Nkwọ. Ise ise ise. Ndị ọma na-ege ntị, onye unu na-anụ onu ya n'ụbọchị nke taata bụ Maazị Achebe Paul. Maazị Achebe Paul bụ ofu onye na-eso Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. M wee sị ka ọ maalụ gị mma n'ụbọchị nke taata. Ama m na-achọ ịgwa gị na this broadcast m ga-eme ọma atọ many people ụtọ. Dị ihe kpata na ọma atọ unu ụtọ bụ maka na m ga-ekwu okwu ebe okwu dị. Mụnwa ma nne gị anya n'iru, mma nekwanụ gị anya na ma o nwere ife ị ga-eme mmụọ ihe ọzọ wee kwuo okwu m chọrọ ikwu n'ụbọchị nke tata. Maka na tata ka Eastern Security Network na-eme 1 year create. And in honor to the Eastern Security Network, I choose to stand for the truth and nothing but the truth. I choose to put an end to all the gossips and every other thing nagayali on. And I choose to stand n'ebe eziokwu dị, ma ọ dị mma ọ dị njọ, ma o metụtara onye ukwu ma o metụtara onye nta, ka m kwulu n'eziokwu mgbe ọbụla, oge ọbụla, domata ihe ọbụla na-eme. Adị n'eziokwu ahụ ka m bịara ịkwụ tata. Ana m abịa ịgwa anyị kedu ihe anyị ga-eme ka e wee dupụta Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Now, n'ime ihe nchọrọ ikwu n'ụbọchị nke tata, Maazị Nnamdi Kanu must be released unconditionally, no doubt about that. The question now m ga-ajụ gị bụ kedu ihe anyị na-eme ka anyị ga-eji wee napụta Maazị Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. Chetanụ na Biafra restoration lies in the shoulder of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, and it lies in the shoulder of every Biafrans, not only on Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ka Biafra restoration. We call it a duty, and we must take it as a duty to fight for Maazị Nnamdi Kanu unconditional release, because the place Maazị Nnamdi Kanu nọ tata is not a place o kwesịrị ịnọ. The place ọ nọ today ọ bụla the place o kwesịrị ịnọ n'ụbọchị nke tata. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu kwesịrị ịnọ na Biafra land tata. O nwere ife mmenụ njụ esi ka m gwa anyị nke bụ eziokwu. Unu n'anya na tigbuo ozugbo niile megolu n'ebe niile, ma ndị nke nọ na yedea, ndị nke si na ha ga-enye nwanne ha poison, ma ndị nke si na ha ga-egbu nwanne ha. All those things niile, asị m na wolu poison ahụ ị ga-enye nwanne gị ga-nye ndị ahụ bụ your enemy. Maka na enyochego m asa okenye mbụ nọlanụ, maka na ndị be anyị si na ihe mee gị ifu ka ihe ahụ na-eme onye ọzọ, ikwesịrị inye onye ahụ advice. Na gịnị ka anyị kwesịrị ime ka anyị wee nwee ike wee pressure the government ka e wee nwee ike release our leader? Unu n'anya, ndị na-achịkọta this a very honorable movement mbụ DOS, mbụ Directorate of State, led by Mazi Chike Doziem, and the supreme leader of this very indomitable IPOB. Ha nwa apụtago kwuo maka sit at home. Anyị n'anya sit at home ha fụ that is sit at home according to ha nwa na ọma na ọbụla ọ dị ka anyị nwa ịgba onwe anyị egbe n'ọkpa. Ndị mmadụ na-asị na agụụ ga-egbu ndị mmadụ, na agụụ ga-eme nke, na agụụ ga-eme nke. Ụfọdụ na-asị what of ndị na-eme ihe, ndị na-ele like ndị na-ele ụgụ na tomatoes, which na ọ bụ na ile here on a daily basis na ọ ga-emetụta ha. Nyanwa ka anyị ji wee na-ewepụta this very ideology na another very road, the only way anyị ga-eji wee mee these things ka o wee yala imetụta ndị ahụ na fight for Biafran, ka o wee yala imetụta ndị Biafran, kama ka o metụta the Nigerian government na the eastern politicians mbụ ndị ahụ kpa nkata ewee tọlụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, ndị ahụ ọ bụ ha na-ebupụta ego ka e wee na-akọsụ problem na ala Biafra. Bụ kedu ife anyị ga-eme ka o wee na-emetụta sọọsa ha? Nyanwa ka anyị ji wee na-abịa na ihe a na-akpọ boycotting and the stoppage of revenue generation, revenue tax collecting in all Biafra land. Many of you amaghị ebu stopping of tax collecting. Now, ka nkọwali unu, inversion of tax is different from shutting down the tax. If inversion of tax is illegal act, onweghị any fruit ọ ga-amịta, ọ ma amịta mkpụrụ ọbụla, and you will be punished for that. Ma when mgbe ọbụla ị pụtasị that because we are Biafran, we are no longer one Nigeria, we are no longer the same thing with the Nigerian government. At this point, you don't need to pay your tax and your revenue to that the same government that you claim nebulosi. That government is in nebulosi obodo. For example, nsigi na mabụghị onye Italy na machọlọzi ịbụ onye ihe dị na, for example na ọ na-anabụghị onye Italy, o nwere ihe gbastalụ mụ na ndị Italy bụ ihe ọ dịrị inye m condition m ga-eji wee nọlụ n'obodo ha. Italy ka ọ dịrị si m, oke ịbụla onye obodo a, onye ebe ka ịbụ, abụ m onye Biafra, na isi na ala Biafra wee bịa n'ala ndị Italy, na ihe ị ga na-emere anyị, na usoro ị ga-eji wee nọlụ here, na usoro n'usoro ị ga-eji wee na-aga, na ọ bụrụ na imelụ nke a, ngị burukwa akpa gị, buru ngwongwo gị, suru ngwongwo gị niile ka ị naghachi ebe ahụ isi. N'ihi gịnị? N'ihi na na-anụnwa ịnọ na ya bụ ala ndị Italy, ihe abụghị ala Biafra, ihe abụghị ala ndị Nigeria, ihe abụla ala nna gị ha, ihe a bụ mbịambịa ka ị bịa. On that note, ị ga-abịakwanụ ka ị naba, ma unless ọ bụrụ na ị ga-anọ here, na ị ga-anọ na the condition by following the rules and regulations of this very honorable land, Italian land. Now, we are the Biafrans. I bonded Biafra. We say that Anyacholozi Nigeria. We don't want to live in Nigeria again. Before I get fighting for that thing, I get nalugodu alani. I get wolu anani. Ichoi delumiye maki netriti. Akpota nalumonyo ozo here. Unless Nancy get potalo mado. Iye akuzi here bu. The purpose of the DOS iji may implement, because of how I got potabia that now every Biafran citizen got tax and the revenue. And when many revenues and tax they generate in a Biafra land, and this money is what they are using to kill us. It doesn't matter whose idea it is. Your enemy can bring a good idea, you will take it and use it to achieve your freedom. That is why being annual, in calculate the strategies of your enemy. At the same time, you will apply your own knowledge and your own wisdom to strike. Now, at this now, the reason you actually no more sit at home other days, let us implement this thing. This no more tax generating. Obuna, ginibo tax. Tax here there again akunye ndi government. Or make it government entity or government EC or government order. Mbu either local government, federal government, or state local government. Ginibo all these taxes and the revenue generating. Ego ticket bu number 1. Ticket for motorcycle, ticket for tricycle, ticket for public transport, labels for private vehicle users, because you go motor today. Igagame yana insurance or those things, and me and you man insurance ada alo na bany. Now, another thing buna inwe store tata. Igaku federal government revenue for that your store. Igaku state revenue for that your store. Igaku local government revenue. Igaku youth revenue. All these things, what are they doing with the money? Kelifefaji this money, man. This are number one question. Can this money? Who are in charge of this money? Ndineli this money, but the government, the governors, the senators, the local government chairman, the Igwes, and the presidencies. All under may that money. And the same people who lead that money gebutenda ya Nigeria iji bịa gbaba anyị egbe na our own land. So for anyị nwa iji wee kwụsị all these things ka anyị rapụzie no sit at home maka na sit at home ị complain na ka eke ga-eji na-eli nri kitas ị na-azụ ahịa that ego ahụ ị na-akwụ ndị gọọmenti tinyezie ya n'akpa gị adị anya join ya data ahịa so that ka anyị fụzi ebe ndị ahụ mkpọrọ onwe ha dị gọọmenti ga-ejizi wee bịa na-enwetazi ego na ke ndị ga-eme ka o wee kwudosi ike ọwụ ndị DOS. That is why nja akpọfa every day because they are our leader. According to Mazi Nnamdi, he said these are the people we will hear from and we will take order from them. But silence is not an order. Remain silent is not an order. Remain focused is not an order. We are doing underground is not an order. Underground. What me and my people participate to contribute to the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because the government take in charge of the revenue, then that now these people are ready to do something. Now, more the total disagree now political leaders for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because that now the political leaders can never ever make anything good achievement to release our leader without their own political selfish interest, without having added their own political selfish interest. Now, let me ask you this question. In 2015, when Mazi announced that he would be in Nigeria and he came and he was arrested, Mazi was arrested in Nigeria. Remember, there is difference between arrest and the kidnap. Police can arrest you and charge you to court. But when police kidnap you, they have two motives. Because it's either to kill you silently or to torture you or to just imprison you silently. Anytime police involved of kidnapping, the police people sanction. Now, 2015, why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was able to be granted bail, but because as of 2015, there is no ESN. As of 2015, there is nothing like any charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that you will hold. And today, there is a lot of false accusation going on. And this false accusation are being created by the Eastern politicians. Or how are created? Get any move the Eastern politicians make go. Chetena 2015 to 2017. I mean 2017 to 2017. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was unconditional release, he had a meeting with the 5 Eastern governors, Chetenu. Because before Manda Shigi that the Eastern governors are making move to release our leader, know that there is an evil agenda that the Eastern governors are making move to go and commit against our leader. And that evil agenda is what I will prove to you right here, right now. Biko, obulu ni ha like ezioku. Biko ejim Chineke we yogi. Jilu no wa yo bulungwongwo gi. Poor to avoid block. Omu awu Mazi Achebe Paul ezioku bụ ndụ one na Biafra land adịlọ m ịbụ anọrọ m ene mmadụ anya n'iru. And you can say whatever you want to say after kikucherie I dey my house, come and beat me. You cannot. So nke a ka nchogodo ka ngwa gị na. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu were meeting with these 5 states. After having a meeting with him, he give this question: what was the content of that meeting? And the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gwa ha, and why? Why did the Eastern governors send the military Operation Python Dance to go and kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu after having a dialogue and a meeting on way forward? If you don't this question, ke ife kpata ha ji wee call ha ji wee kpọọ Nigerian army to go and kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in his own father's compound, Afarukwu Ibeku, in Umuahia, Abia State, Biafra land. What was his crime? Ke ihe kpata ha ji wee mee ya? Ihe kpata ha ji wee mee ya bụ na in that meeting, ha na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu kpa 2 things. That na Eastern governors, Mazi gwa ha that na nyawa ga drop Biafra agitation on one condition. First of all, go and bring your restructure to me. If you bring that restructure, mfi anya, obu na this restructure worth of dropping Biafra agitation, I will drop it. Obu na this restructure iwete and law wording for Biafran to be dropped, I will not drop it. Now, knowing fully well that the Eastern governors, knowing fully well that all of them cannot restructure Nigeria to that 1960 where Nigeria was before. Because when you talk about restructure, many of you are here restructure. Is it political restructure or the restructure that comprises of the 3 political geopolitical zone, or let me say 6 geopolitical zone? The Fulani people cannot allow you to restructure Nigeria. Total restructure. When you talk about restructure, by making Anambra in charge of every natural resources that we find in Anambra land, and they will use it to develop Anambra. Imo to be in charge of every resources that we find in Imo land, and they use it to develop Imo. Niger Delta or Delta, Bayelsa, River, Cross River, mention but few, will be in charge of every oil in their place. And they will, this oil, they will use everything, not only oil, every natural resources they found in their place, they will use it to develop and maintain their place. And at end, and when find one currency, every region where their police, one army, every region get their own security outfit to protect and checkmate the crime in every region. You don't need to, from Anambra State, order will come from Abuja to be removed a commissioner of police in Anambra. The order will come from Anambra. The same thing applicable to Imo. The same thing applicable to the north. The eastern governors know fully well that they cannot bring that restructure. And for their failure to bring that restructure, it will amount to the restoration of Biafra, because that is the only thing you can use to beg, not even order, to beg Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to consider or to look if he can consider of dropping the Biafra agitation. Dropping the Biafra agitation. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in that very video, go check it, the interview MLA with the BBC, or check it that go and bring the restructure before you ask me to drop the Biafra agitation. You cannot come and promise me that we are going to bring Biafra Nigerian restructure, and you first of all ask me to drop the Biafran. This was one thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said. Remember, today mark it 1 year, the establishment of Eastern Security Network, EU, Mbata, Mbido. And then we propose we create here. And in honor to the Eastern Security Network, I am here to tell you the truth and nothing but the truth. Now, the Eastern governors need Agbayalia, they meet the presidency, they meet their slave masters, the North, the cabals. The cabals told them categorically clear that the only option you have now is to eliminate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And the moment you eliminate him, Owazirike is already compromised. We don't see anyone that can stand the heat or the pressure or the amount we have offered this man that he rejected. So the only way now you can do something is to eliminate him. Once you eliminate him, fear will catch his followers. Fear will grip everyone. Say, Almighty Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been killed. Who we are done. We are doomed. No, nobody again. And you will use money, pop money immediately to buy one or two of their top members. And after buying them, then they will continue fighting themselves while the government will be one side looking at them. This was the strategies of the Nigerian and the Eastern government, what they planned in 2017 before attacking the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Afariki Ibeku. Then, when they attack him, unfortunately, there was a council then, and one of our living brother today, who is still in Biafra land. And they did marvelous work. After they shot Mazi Nnamdi Kanu several times, they had Abaliegbe several times, they couldn't succeed. Then Mazi Nnamdi Kanu escaped and run away. All their plan, including Ozo Kalu, is to eliminate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What I am telling you now, just ask yourself this question. John Wegese, can you hear the first question? Ozo Kalu Njegwa Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na prison. Why do you escape from the Nigerian army when they come to your home? Why do you, that question, just underline it. Why did you escape? Why did you run? Because that very move Mazi Nnamdi Kanu make shattered all their evil plan, or scatter all their plans. Or scatter. So after scatter their evil plan, then on any of them know the whereabouts of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they keep on digging to know the whereabouts of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Unfortunately, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu recovered from the shock, and he lost his parents, mother and father, with some of his siblings, cousins. Yes, cousins. Then what happened? I'm coming, just give me a minute. Just give me a minute. We are here to preach the word of God. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, after all those things, all that thing, they run, scatter all their plan. Remember, they never give up. He bidozie nishi. Plan was nothing. Plan was evil. Bidozie babazie nkata ka ha geji nwete. Mgbe Mazi melapia na Israel, bido mgbe aka ha bido gbawa nkata. Onye si webe onye akwụrụ ụgwọ tina ka o wee nwee ike expose Mazi Nnamdi Kanu onye contract all things. But for them to come out and do all those things, a man na nkata. Do you don't make this question? Obuna these people in 2017, but that in Kata we will Nigerian army, they are openly knowing the repercussions and the consequences. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Babu Mian and Pia at a spot, and the were many people. Now, you got mad that now political leaders is more dangerous than Fulani people. Eastern political leaders is more dangerous than the Fulanis. Now, Kekai made these people got the Eastern politicians that game haba na 2017 na hama now. The way I get in is by stopping every revenue the Eastern politicians now collecting from Biafra land. Biafra cannot be restored without we, the Biafrans, without the people that is agitating for Biafra referendum, without them taking over the land. When you talk about the people in charge of land, if we cannot take in charge total control of our land, that means we are not ready to fight for Biafra restoration. Because God check every nation now fight for their freedom. The first thing they do, the first step they take is to seize their own land from the so-called enemy. He go in charge of our land. Makanobo need the law in charge of your land. Enemy is still the one controlling your land, which means you don't have any say in your own land. Kekai Gejidi in charge. You have to put the text to the people of Biafrans that from today, any Biafrans will stop paying anything money, and anyone, you have to enforce it. So Mazi Achebepol, MAP, Esioku Bundu one na Biafra land, gwage that I stand with the idea, Shegi, let's stop paying the tax and the revenue generating in Biafra land, so that the people will know we are here to take our land, so that we will have something to go and the request for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditional release. Even if I am calling on the leadership of IPOB, DOS, let the second man to give this order, because this is the only solution now. Since we don't want to do anything that will make our people to go hungry, that will make our people to stop their business, that will make our people to feel like we are shooting ourselves in the leg. The only thing, that is the only way we can do it. Yes, some people say it's not easy. Is freedom easy to get? Is freedom easy to get? You must, if you in a easy way to restore Biafra, you will fight for Biafra restoration for more than 1 million years, because you are looking for easy way. You are looking for easy way. That is why you cannot restore Biafra. You must take it, do it in a hard way. The question today mark a 1 good year of ESN being created. The question, the day Mazi Nnamdi Kanu announced the creation of Eastern Security Network, that now this is the purpose of creating Eastern Security Network. Many of you don't know the reason why Eastern Security Network was created. Ogwagi make clear openly and clearly that Eastern Security Network, ESN, they are created to chase the Fulanis that come from Benin Republic, Niger, Gambia, Senegal, all those foreign amateur circumcised blood-sucking demons. ESN was created to checkmate their activities and to chase them out. That is the number one purpose. And he categorically told you that ESN is not Biafran army. That when Biafran army will emerge, will march, that he will announce it. Now, the another second duty of ESN, for those of you who don't listen and bring your Bible to write the works of ESN, the second work of ESN, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say it, and I quote, is to protect the Biafrans and IPOB when they will be doing a peaceful protest. That if any Nigerian army, Nigerian police, terrorists in uniform attack a peaceful protesters, that ESN will come out to protect them, to protect them, to protect them, to protect them. That is the function of ESN. Because many of you are in IPOB, answering hard the call. Why you know nothing? Answering, you started it in 2012. Are you not ashamed that from 2012 till now that you are doing this one thing, you have never make a step towards what you are doing? That is why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu need more men, intelligent men, people that are wise, people that can think beyond their shadow, people that can draw the world closer, people who can spread this message and take it upon themselves not gossipers and the sagas. Now, the ESN is to protect the protesters and protect the lives of our mothers and fathers who will be farming or who will be going to do one or two things. The ESN are there to protect them. That is their work. I ask you people, how many of you know how ESN operate? The Fulanis are coming into our land. The Fulanis are not coming to rear cows anymore in our land, but they are coming to fight. ESN is busy every day exchanging gun battle with Fulanis terrorists in uniform, and men are going down every day. And all you can do is that one day or something is affecting your business. You are after money. That is not what Nnamdi said. Why I am calling on the leadership to rise, why I am calling on the leadership to rise and give Biafrans assignment is because Biafrans need to be doing something so that Mazi Nnamdi will be released unconditional. That does not stop the DOS not to be planning on the carrying out their underground works they are doing. But Biafrans, everyone need to be involved in one thing or the other. Not making it look like if you are not an IPOB member, you cannot participate. That is not how Mazi Nnamdi can do something. And that is why Wazike failed woefully on his own part. We must learn from the past. No history, no event. No event, no history. The world we are drawing closer are those people who have not heard about Biafra. We are telling them the reason and the purpose why we need our freedom by exposing the evil characters of the zoo government. How do you think that Biafra can be restored with just underground work without manifesting? How do you think that Biafra can be restored without involving the people whom you claim to be their leaders? Now, can you be a leader without the people? The answer is no. You cannot be a leader without the people. And you cannot have a leader without the people. You as a leader, you are as a messenger to the people. You are as a messenger. That's why I tell you, MAP will support every action taken by anyone to free Mazi Nnamdi and Biafra restoration. The question I want to ask you now, today, is this. What are the IPOB holding in their hand that if Nigeria refuse to release our leader, that we will continue doing it? The answer is no, nothing. If you say there is, come out and tell me, this is what we are using to bargain for the release of Mazi Nnamdi. Because since you give it to the government is no longer a secret. So are you keeping secret for your own members? Why the Nigerians are not keeping anything secret for their own members? That is what you are making your members to get weak. Because the Nigerians have told their people, which is the Fulanis, that they have captured our leader and they will not release our leader until we stop talking about Biafra, until we say no more Biafra agitation. That is what Nigerian government is using. And now I ask you, what are we doing to counter them? What are we promoting to our people? What are we doing? What is it Biafrans are holding, IPO especially? If you tell me that if you are not an IPOB member under oath, you don't have any right to ask questions. The question I want to ask you, you that is saying it, if you give your seat at home, who are you giving the seat at home to? like the boo-boo will be visiting a place, and you are giving order for people to sit at home. Who are you giving the order of every Biafran? And they have to ask you questions. So if you come out to tell us that you are not the leader of every Biafrans, you don't have any right to give them order. Just come on air and tell if you are an IPOB member under oath that on social day sit at home. Then the Biafrans will know you are referring to Biafrans under oath. But if you are not differentiating this thing, making it that everyone that has right to ask you, where are we going and what are we doing? There is no means of communicating to the DOS, because why I say so, I don't like pretending. Many of us have called for peace to reign. Go and listen to the broadcast on the 4th of December 2021 by 8 p.m. on the Radio Biafra. Talk tough. The second in command was asked by Mazi, Jonathan, and Abanyum. People are calling and asking you to call for peace for among Biafrans. And the question and the answer he replies, is there any problem IPOB? And who are you calling for peace? And the moderator say he don't know. Meaning that the people who complained for him to convey that question are stupid. So when you say that Biafrans are one, that you cannot DOS, DOE, which is a Directorate of MSRE, is working with the DOS, then Simon Ekpa is working with the DOS, because if you still that is not the truth, then why can't you address that question? And is that thing not make that call? So when you say you don't know, meaning that these people are one, you see why I tell you that I will not join anyone, because the leadership have made it categorically clear that there is no difference between them and everyone. If there is, he could have addressed the issue and called for peace, because everyone is fighting for Biafran restoration. That is why I tell you, I am Mazi Achebe Paul, MAP. I stand for the truth. I am not into Kambia Pen. Go and listen to the broadcast. It comes out from the Mazi Chike Doziem himself. So if he said that what he said is not correct, meaning that he's pretending, or the person who asked the question is pretending, because people paid him. That is why I stop contracting. I say it in my platform. They will come across it. They will come across it. So if the direct question to you and you fail, you pretend you don't know who we are talking about to make peace with, that means there's no difference between the DOS, DOE, Simon Ekpa, and Domada. They are working together. That is how I see it. So I not come out and attack any of them, because we are one. I support Simon Ekpa, and Simon Ekpa is not evil. Simon Ekpa is working every day to create awareness for Biafra restoration, and none of you can do 1/4 of what he's doing. And I say, may Elohim bless him for standing out, irrespective of the attack he is getting from the Irat. Anyada tojo iye gemegi. Anyada tozujo, because cowards die many times before their death. That is why I am telling you today that I support every action. You cannot tell us you are working on the ground. Your mission is to work on the ground. Our mission is to work up ground, in surface of the ground. Tell us what to do so that we can be doing that one. You continue with your underground work. Nobody is telling you to come and tell us what is your underground, or come and explain to us. We are not after what you are planning. We are after of the evil the Eastern politicians are trying to commit on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And if you continue keeping quiet, that nothing is wrong, everything is well, that means you are a deceiver. I be following coward at this my old age. Fairly cool. Greetings from here. The day you start running away from saying the truth is the day you will start falling and lying, and you will be going down spiritually. You will not know. You will not know. The question I ask you people, what is IPOB? The world mass largest movement. What are they holding on the ground to negotiate with Mazi for the conditions of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What do you think that if you don't release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, this thing will happen? You're not supposed to keep it secret to the Biafrans. You don't. Keeping it secret to Biafrans and making it openly to the Fulani government is a sign of stupidity. It's a sign of cowardness. It's a sign of hating your own people, because you're supposed to tell your people what you are doing, not telling your opponent is going for the case. And instead of the lawyer telling you the strategies he wants to use, he will go and tell the opposition lawyer that this is my strategies. I don't want my client to know the strategies I will use to defend him, but you are telling in opposition. Does that make any sense to you? Tell me, or make any sense to you? Ordinary brain you cannot use. And you tell us you are winning. Nobody is not praying for IPOB to win. But when you are winning, you are not winning secretly. You're supposed to win and let people, your people, when I say your people, the Biafrans, because when you tell them, it will encourage many to support you the more. And as from today, I will be posting the account of Umweri and this new account. I will be posting the two because Mazi have made it clear that they are all one. There's no difference. That is how he answered the question when they call for peace. He said there is no vacuum, there is no space. Meaning that the people who call for this, they are just thinking there is a problem. Why there is no problem? You see, these character assassinations will not give us good. Character assassination cannot give us good. If you know anything you will be doing to restore Biafra, my brother, keep on doing it. Do it. That is why I am calling on the DOS to start implementation of stoppage of revenue and the tax in the land. Let them start on how to take control of Biafra land and protect it. You cannot just take do something without involving the people, because the people are the one to carry everything you are going to say out. For those of you foolishly, stupidly calling for Simon Ekpa to come to Nigeria before you can believe that he's working or that he's work, the question I will ask you, where are you residing? You here? You can't be in South Africa and be calling who is in Finland to come home. First of all, you have to go back home. How many of the leadership are in Nigeria? From Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and a few of them. You must come back to Nigeria before you will now call Simon Ekpa to come. If you are not in Nigeria and you open your dirty mouth to say Simon Ekpa come home, you are not the only stupid, you are free, because you will not be in abroad to be asking another person to come in abroad, and you are claiming that the same thing the person is doing. There is no expelled IPOB member. There is no expelled IPOB member. So if you take that as your own, who sold our leader? Number one question. How was the leader captured captured and the rendition of IPOB member know all these things. And how come the cancellation of protests in UK embassy, Kenya embassy, what did we achieve before cancelling it up to today? You cannot give me, you cannot talk. If I put my phone call now, my phone number here, say, call in and tell me that Simon Ekpa is a saboteur with your facts and figures, you cannot tell me anyone. You cannot bring out proofs. You cannot bring out proof. What he will be telling me is only he's kicking against us. He's countering other. He's just very rubbish something. The question is, who's our leader? What are we doing for our leader to be unconditionally released? How can you be working with who sold our leader and you tell us that you are achieving? Because to my best of knowledge, the people who contributed the best or the highest in selling our leader are the Eastern politicians. And you are telling me that the same Eastern politicians is coming for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi. How possible is that? The question I am putting now, the challenge I am putting now is, what have we done to free legal teams fail to rescue our leader? Is it that time you will not be coming out to say, okay, let's do this thing? What are you doing to free our leader? What is the France doing? Why is it that until today, nobody have come out and say, this is who sold our leader? Nobody can say it. How can Biafrans know who stole our leader? And how can we avoid them? How? I am asking you. These are the questions you need to ask. And it's time for you to ask questions and know what you are doing. You don't fight for freedom that you don't know where you are heading. You must know where you are heading. The most important thing now, the two most important thing now is for Biafrans to know who sold our leader and what they're supposed to be doing for our leader to be released unconditionally. These are the most important thing. Because if you don't tell people who sold our leader, people can be also associating with the sellout. And when you tell them, don't associate with this person, and the person asks you why, you say, no, you don't know this about, you don't like the person will look you and say, you are stupid. You must tell me the reason why I must disassociate myself from this person. You cannot tell me now to just, you call me and say, Mazi Achebe Paul, avoid Simon Ekpa. I must ask you, what reason? What reason will I avoid him? If you fail to tell me the reason, that means you are on your own. You are talking trash. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will spend throughout this year now, throughout this Christmas, in DSS custody. passing through torture, passing through hell. And the Biafrans are busy going about their business, doing chopping, flexing. And they will come out and tell me, this account is illegal. This, what have I? How does that concern me? If you create 10 accounts today, the repercussion of that account is to make sure that nobody will pay to the 2 accounts. Because if I pay, like the ones they pay the numeric account, and they come out to tell us that the account have been taken over by somebody, without recovering the money, you are now creating new one. After we have paid to that new one, another person will take it over, and they will tell us another person will have taken it over, and you create another one. How many will you create? And how long will we be paying? And the people will be seizing it. What have you done to show that the Umeri account is illegal? That people will know that the money they paid will be recovered to encourage people. Is that still underground work? You don't want to speak. You have many intellectuals in IPOB. Now, let me come to the people of most our people coming on social media saying, I will kill Simon Epa. I will kill Nelly. I will finish your mother. Have you killed the Hope Uzodimma? Have you killed Okezi Ikpeazu? Have you killed Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi? Have you killed even ordinary Ijele Speak that is killing you, pointing fingers? Do you know that if Ijele Speak, you have person like Ijele Speak too in IPOB media? IPOB media will be very strong, but he don't even have Ijele Speak qualification. You call him Udele, but he's more intelligent more than all of you. Because they don't fight themselves. They plan together, then strike together. You own. You are after how to bring your own brother down, how to kill your own brother. Are you not stupid? Between you and Udelena, who is more intelligent? When someone make post on his platform, bringing out his idea, you go through the comment, all of you will be bringing the Mpuru Miri characters in you. It shows that you are nobody, but just nothing but a slave. I told you people that you will not like today's broadcast. I am Mazi Achebepol Eziokupunduwan. MAP. You can only develop hatred and you die silently. Because I don't even know if you're existing with your hatred. I say it the way it is. I keep the record straight. Because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the Ikukwana Afanya. He said, and I quote, stand for the truth, irrespective of who is involved. And fight the injustice. And fight them. When I check the names, most of the people that attack a good idea, you will see them. They will be answering names like this. Impunity, impunity. Answer, answer. Antonio Dozo. All those names are not human being names. Adaibo, Biafra. Those names, what is your surname? What are you ashamed of your name? Do you know that at this point of time, coming out to tell anyone that Simon Ekpa is not an IPOB member is as the same thing coming out to tell the world that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't know who is an IPOB member, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't have sense. Are you people not thinking at all? Do you know that coming out to tell the world that Simon Ekpa is not an IPOB member is at the same thing telling the world that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can appoint any person he like to go to Radio Biafra and start working, or to go to DOS and start working? Are you people not thinking? You don't ask yourself questions before you come out on air to say rubbish. You want people to believe you're blackmailing by talking rubbish, by implicating yourself the more, by showing your... That is why I tell you people, that is to rest, because no Lijulafo, only Juafo Ngama. Only Julafo, but you people don't hear. How can a human being that have crossed age of 40 come out and tell you that Simon Ekpa, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu give order to broadcast on Radio Biafra is no longer an IPOB member? That is the way I say no. Everything about this thing is lie. If you told me that Simon Ekpa refused to sign a code of conduct, it's well understandable and people will hold that he failed. But coming out to tell me that Simon Ekpa is not an IPOB member, you are telling Mazi Achebepo that Mazi Nnamdi don't know who is IPOB member, that he can one day Mazi can appoint a Mayogu general to start broadcasting on Radio Biafra, and one day Mazi can appoint Femi Fani Kayode to come and lead the DOS. That is the same thing you are telling me, because he can appoint anyone irrespective of where the person is. Use your brain before they will use them for you. This is your character assassination will not bring any fruit. I stand for IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and most of them all, MAP, Mazi Achebepo, Eziokubundo, stand for the truth, irrespective of who is involved. Simon is not my brother, neither is he my enemy. So, because he is not my brother, I cannot stand and watch all the whole people lying against him. He's a good man. I have said it several times. I am not hiding it from anyone. Simon Ekpa is not evil. And Biafrans, all these rumors you are hearing, Simon Ekpa this, Simon Ekpa that, all of them are lies from pit of hell. All of them are lies. If they are afraid to say it, I have said it. All of them are lies. Ask the person, is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu stupid? Does it mean that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't know who to appoint in IPOB again? Meaning that they can come out tomorrow and tell us that Chike Dozem is not an IPOB member. It's as simple as that. They can come out tomorrow now. If they pursue Chike Dozem, they will tell you that he is not an IPOB member. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu no appoint Mayogu general. Why did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu no appoint BBC to broadcast on Radio Biafra? You don't cure sickness without knowing the root of the cause. You can cure a sickness without knowing the cause of the sickness. I tell you, I want to mark today with truth, so that it will pain many of you that hate truth. So that those of you who hate truth, you can gossip with Mazi Achebepo from morning to night. I don't care. I don't know what I'll blow Melinandi. But the one thing I must tell you is that I will continue speaking the truth. That is why when Wazirike come out, I tell people, this is a game plan. Do you know that in the same Wazirike, you people praise, ask for this thing, compensation for the 19 Biafran national members that their lawyer released with the help of Oji, innocent Oji, who do one or two things, and they were granted this thing. They were granted their release. Do you know that Wazirike went from back to go and collect compensation on these people's head, and the BNG, Biafra National Guard, send a stern warning to them? That is the person you are praising today. You can gossip, character assassination, do it from now till tomorrow. It will not stop what we do. Who don't big, don't big. A big, don't be big. It doesn't matter what you do. Simon Ekpa don't become a big, you don't become a big. You cannot stop him. The only thing you will be praying for Simon Ekpa not to deviate from what he is doing. My sister Chinyere Dike, you are one of the people I respect so much, on the mind that I have never speak with you. Can you please cut the clip where Simon Ekpa preach about Edo Kingdom for you and send it to me? Then I will know what I will respond to you. Because when you say Idu, the only person I have had Idu on her mouth is Nelly Ofebu, and nobody recognizes Idu. So today, many of IPOB junkies, because we have IPOB junkies, people like this Impuru Mili in South Africa, Iguatu, people like that useless okay in Germany. These are IPOB junkies parading themselves as IPOB media warriors. Where did Simon Ekpa tell out he do? So if Nelly Ofebu make comment, it becomes Simon Ekpa's comment. Are you stupid? Are you people not using your brain? So as you are now, if a woman in this struggle, what you hear in anyone's mouth, don't say the person say it. Use the person's name to say it. And my sister Chinyere, I want you to answer this question. Does it mean that Mazi Nnamdi don't know who to appoint in IPOB and if the person is an IPOB member or not before he appoints people? Are you telling me that Mazi Nnamdi is stupid? Is that what you are trying to tell me? Let us stop insulting Mazi Nnamdi. Simon Ekpa bring his own suggestion and ideology. You don't need to castigate him. You don't need to castigate him. If you want to treat this issue of Simon Ekpa, you know where to start. And if you want to treat issue of Nelly Ofebu, you know where to start. You must start from the day Chukwubuike Mokpalaeze started with Nnennianya. That is the way you will treat it, with fairness. Then you come to conclusion. Without that, everything you people are talking, you are just talking trash. Idu or no Idu, I don't know where is Idu. I'm not an Idu person because Idu is a Yoruba language. Idu is one of the land in Yoruba. I am a Biafran. I am a Biafran, an IPOB member. I don't have anything to do with Idu. If someone bring out Idu, you look at it, say, this one, it doesn't work. You throw it out. You take it away. When you take it away, it goes. Many of you are boasting. You will kill Simon Ekpa. You will kill Mazi Achebe. You will kill this one. The question I want to ask you is this. Have you killed the jealous pig who is busy pointing IPOB members in Biafra land and the DSS are kidnapping and killing many of them? What have you people done to him? You have power to kill Simon Ekpa, but you don't have power to kill that one. Oh my God. How many of you have killed Hope Uzodinma, who invited the repentant Boko Haram in Imo State and they used the helicopter to bomb Imo people? Jealousy and enviness is the root of evil, and it will consume many people. Many people are afraid to say the truth because they feel if you say the truth, you will be sacked. If you say the truth, they will say you are a saboteur. If you say the truth, you will be they will not recognize you on Radio Biafra. If you say the truth, they will not be calling you a hardcore. Simon Ekpa never say anything about Idu. The person that is saying he do this, he do that is Nelly Ofebu. Nelly Ofebu is a woman. Simon Ekpa is man. That is why I call IPOB media warriors a gossipers. None of them have what it takes to be called IPOB media warrior, except Simon Ekpa and the few that are broadcasting on Radio Biafra. Not all of them. I say few that are broadcasting on Radio Biafra. The rest are gossipers. You are afraid to speak the truth. I am not. You know why I am not? Nobody in IPOB today will come out and say, Mazi Achebe, I give you this so amount of money to buy your laptop. I give you so amount of money to buy your phone. I give you so amount of money to buy this or buy clothes for you to be doing. No, I use my money to do it so that I will avoid all this gossip. If not, you could have seen one idiot saying that he pay Mazi Achebe. Even when I need something, I will not ask you to give me, because a day will come you will so naked and they call Simon Ekpa for him to die. Why can't you use that to not naked and they call for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Are you not abusing the privilege of what God gives you? Our leader is in detention. You are busy chasing shadows. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, if you know what you can do for Biafra to come, start doing it. That is why Simon Ekpa called for Sunday sit at home on Monday, because he think if people start sitting at home, it will bring more pressure. It will pressure the zoo government to free our leader. But guess what? The IPOB junkies. If you don't know, I call them IPOB junkies. When you hear IPOB junkies, those that will be in South Africa and be telling Mazi Simon Ekpa to come home, they are in South Africa. The idiots that will be in Turkey and be calling who is in Finland to come back home. The another idiot will be in Germany and be calling who is in Finland to come back home. Yet you have never returned. That is, you are making yourself to be a junkie. For you to call someone to come back home, you must be in that home where you can call the person. You have never returned. As I am here in Italy now, I cannot call someone that before I can believe what you are talking, you must return home. That is a stupid words from a stupid person. How do you give people challenge? This guy, Prince Darlington, he tell Onyemechuba, for me to start doing what you want, come back home. Let us start with Nnamdi case. Up to today, the idiot is still in Turkey. He never go back. I saw one idiot tell someone, Simon Ekpa, if you know you're a man, stop mentioning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I tell the person, if you know that you're a human being, stop mentioning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You yourself, let me know how many people will watch you. If you have topic. Stop mentioning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and let me see how you people will listen to you. Before you give persons challenge, you will know that you qualify, you have the qualities, you have what it takes. You cannot be in your comfort zone and be ordering another person around. It's out of your stupidity. Chukwuemeka Dominic, my good friend, is the issue from where I don't know. You don't come here, or you start your stupidity. The world is watching your stupidity. Continue with your stupidity. Them nation Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu akpogo me anom bem bia tizie me here. What can you do? You cannot do anything. You can only be on comment section. That is where your level reach for now. If you are a man enough, create your own page. Do what I am doing. It's a challenge. If you're a man enough, you have something in your brain that you can speak. I challenge you, open a page, call it Chukwuemeka Dominic. Let me see how many people will follow you. Don't make sure Mazi Nnamdi Kanu just be preaching. But you cannot. You cannot. That makes you a weak man. People ask Mazi Achebe, why do you play Mazi Simon Ekpa as a broadcast on your platform? I play it because he passed message. He preach for the Biafra restoration. He is doing that thing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was doing on Radio Biafra before you followed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is exactly what Simon Ekpa is doing. And that is why I am playing it. Now, apart from Simon Ekpa, mention one person you can be bold enough to play his broadcast and learn anything good, if not gossip? Is it the other dirty pig, dirty female pig, that someone called and said nonchalant? She start happy, say grammar, because no simple English, the person is. I don't need your love. Your love, and enyemego gonna promote him. Your love don't give me anything. You love me when you are still hearing the truth, when you still love the truth. You started hating me when you started hating the truth. And anyone that tell you he hates Mazi Achebepo, go and check the person. The person hates truth. What is this truth? The truth is when you see your enemy do something wrong, you tell that to your enemy, this thing you do is very wrong. When you see your best friend do the same thing that your enemy do, that you told him that what he did is wrong, you still open that your mouth and tell the same person that what you are doing is wrong. That is truth. Truth does not stay one side permanently. Truth to stand on the center. When your two brothers are fighting, after they have judged to you, you will pick truth from these people, pick truth. The person that have more truth in his own side is the person you say, my brother, you are right, but this place you are wrong. My brother, you get it wrong in this area. This is how to pass judgment. Coming out to condemn one person from A to Z shows that you are not straightforward. The question I keep on asking you, why are you people not talking about what can we do to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why are you people not talking about it? Why are you people not asking questions? How was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sold? And why is it that if I Ejiofor tell you that the game is not to deport Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but the game plan is to kill him, to eliminate him? Why do you people fail to ask questions? Who are these people? Are they IPOB member? Are they still in IPOB? How will you know? I asked this question on one day when I went for IPOB meeting. I asked in that place, if the leadership of IPOB say our leader, Mazi, how can we followers know that the leadership have sold our leader? Because this command and control is very, very dangerous and is very, very risky. But we have to follow it with careful. You must give us what will be, if we start seeing something like this, we will know that the leadership is no longer with us. For example, God forbid, if the leadership Chikedozie with other hierarchy and sell our leader with the power of command and control, and they are the only one who can speak to the lawyers and communicate with us directly, and they now tell us that everything is fine. If anyone like the national coordinators rise up to say, no, you people have sold our leader, and that person will be sacked, how can we know that our leader have been sold by the leadership? Ask this question, and I need answer. If you think you are one of the most intelligent IPOB member, come and answer it. How will you know? How will you know that who sold our leader is from the leadership? Because if you, as a national coordinator or continental rep, who is not a member of a hierarchy, you don't have power to sack, raise the alarm that the leadership have sold our leader, and you will be sacked immediately, and you leveled a wrong allegation that you have disobeyed the command and control. How will people know the truth? We have had many cases like that under the leadership of Uchemefo and co. And this thing have happened here in Italy to some of coordinators, including me. That is why I tell you, I cannot be part of accusing one another without knowing the truth. Many of you today knows the truth, but because you enjoy the position being called a coordinator, able chair, able coordinator, DOS member, you can no longer speak the truth. What shall it profit a man after enjoying the good, lose the eternity? What is the eternity in this very movement now? The suffer of eternity is for you to be on site until, because you cannot stop the restoration of Biafra. When you are attacking and fighting wrong people and committing evil, and Biafra finally restored, your eternity suffering is that you will suffer for your evil act till you die. That is your eternity punishment. Anyị agafego mgbe ị ga-eji threatening wee na silent many people. We have crossed there. We have crossed there. And I tell you, if it will be only Mazi Achebe that will be standing for this truth, even if others deviate, I will stand. Call me any names. Ask yourself, what are you doing? You that is watching me now, this one question, what are you doing on your own to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the restoration of Biafra? Or are you still part of the underground work? Are you still part of the underground work? Underground work is meant for only the leadership. Then the physical work, which the leadership will do, and the planning the underground, is meant for me and you to be doing it. What are we doing? The truth must be told. You will not like it. People like me, we are not loved because we are like the truth. You can only remember us when after we are no more, you will now say, oh, the great Mazi Achebe once said this. I am beginning to like this man. But when this man was saying it, I think he don't know what he's saying. But remember, in 2014, 2012, 2013, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be speaking, people will say, what is this man saying himself? This man don't come as Wazirikete come. Another deceiver, another killer don't come. But today, many of you are celebrating him. Why? Because he stands for the truth. When he was alone, you castigated him. You called him all sort of names. But today, you are enjoying. Some of you will say, you are joining IPOB today because some people fight for the structure. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu created the structure. The structure never created Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never started with his structure. He started alone. And in the truth, when people joined, he built the structure. Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the rest of Biafra, you will have a very indomitable structure as a government. Not these things you are doing. Anya kalige egwu. O nwere nwoke na-ebotolu osi aga echinya metata. Let me say the truth and die. Because if you speak the truth, you will die. If you don't speak the truth, you will also die. Why can't you speak the truth and die righteously? Chukwuemeka dominates. No, I was not complex. I was bought over, as you people usually say. I was bought over. Why didn't you say that Mazi Achebe has been bought over? Or have not? Am I not yet bought over? That is the only thing you people can say. Anyone that question what is the way forward or have question, the next thing is either you are compromised or you have been bought over. The next thing, Sabo. Very soon, every reasonable and wise people in IPOB will be bought over and turned to the Sabo in your eyes, leaving the zombies and the junkies to become hardcore. And you will realize the importance of involving the people whom you claim to be their leader in what you are achieving for speaking the truth. That is why I when with my sister Ejiro, I come there, we exchange names. We disagreed to run past who you will push around and they tell the person, keep quiet. We are walking on the ground. Nobody asks you not to walk on the ground. What we are asking you is give us something to be doing for us to be among people who is fighting. Some idiots will come to a extent of defending what I don't know. When they say they are defending the US, that the US are the one paying the lawyers, is it from their personal money, from their pocket money, or from IPOB money? Who is the IPOB? That is when you don't have brain. Because the US are using the money me and you contributed to pay the lawyers. Shows that the IPOB are the one paying the lawyers, not the US. The US are knowing fully well that is greater than all of us, but is answering us whenever we call him. That does not make him a fool. He is not stupid by answering Biafrans when they call on him. Does it mean that the leadership is none bigger than Mazi Nnamdi? Someone was chatting me, telling me that that the US has the power to sack Mazi Nnamdi, and I asked the person, are you stupid? Are you mad? How can you be? He said high rank, maybe he's watching me now. We argued for more than 3 hours. I said, stop saying this thing. That is the mentality many of us have developed. And I was waiting for the day the idiot will come and let me see who will announce the sacking of Mazi Nnamdi. Let me know if that very day you will not be alive. Some of you, the reason why you cannot speak the truth is because your house rent is being paid by one coordinator, and some of the female ones are being kept in a house by one dog and be giving you back and front for free, and is paying your house rent. The next thing, you buy your laptop, you will be swell up and come out and now go share so million on Facebook. You are doing saga. I challenge every one of you. Show me in 2017 date anything exposition you have done educating our people. It's a challenge. How did you build your platform? What is message have you passed to the people of Biafra? Go to this Biafra unity. Every of my message is come from to the exposition of the zoo government. Go to Mazi Achebe. You will see there. I challenge any of you. If not saga, any day there is no saga, none of you will say anything. You will lost topic. Thank God for someone who is giving most of you topic. If not, your page will grow dead. Many of you now, once one person come on air, 3 of them cannot come on air once because nobody will listen. One will come, the other one will share, the other one will share. And the Biafrans, let me give you this announcement. Rapture Media is not an IP, is not a radio Biafra. Go and notice. Rapture Media is a private platform. Rapture Media is a private platform. It's not Radio Biafra. So if the guy posts anything, stop saying that it's Radio Biafra. So the guy has right to post anything. Michael Iruana, this Facebook noise maker is how. So you are proud of Mazi Nnamdi? Did he come to your house to preach to you? Because you know you are nobody. Nobody come to your house. You hear it through Radio Biafra, through Facebook, and then first you say he was making noise the way you say Mazi Achebe is making noise. And today the hardcore. Old fools everywhere. I told you before that I'm after old fools. Where are your children? Why are they in the Biafra struggle? How many of you can your children, as old as you people are, how many of your children can openly come out publicly and make a video what Mazi Achebe is doing? It's an open challenge. Go and do it. You come to Mazi Achebe platform to type rubbish. You will receive the insult of your life. ndị iwe eziokwu bụ ndụ kubu ya nwanne ọ na-ele ihe eziokwu that is ịbịazine na Mazi Achebe Paul because ọ ga-agwa gị ya whether you like it or not. We are born to say the truth from the onset. If you like, be my father, I will tell you the truth. If you like, be my elder brother, I will tell you the truth. Another man feel rugi. Another man niru anya. Ime ife ka okenye respect egi ka okenye. Ime ife ka ụmụazị nwanne ndị be anyị si na okenye shi onwe rice. Ụmụazị etu onye ngaji. Ezigbo hardcore no, none of them is hardcore. All of them are hardcore. As you turn to Ikengi Uruagu popcorn, what orders have Simon Ekpa given? He bring ideology. Your people say he's giving order. We waited. Mazi Nnamdi, why did Eastern Security Network created? Eastern Security Network was created because in the north, they have ISBAB. In the west, they have Amatokun. We were waiting for Eastern governors to create their own Eastern security outfit. They waited and waited. They did not create it. And the Fulanis are cleaning us every day by day. That was what prompted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to create Eastern Security Network. Simon Ekpa started giving order when our leader was kidnapped for good 8 days. Nobody know. Ask yourself, why is it that those people who started it in 2012 did not know that Mazi have been kidnapped? Why is it that when Mazi was kidnapped, many, almost a month passed, no order was given? See, the people start giving order by themselves. Ask yourself, why? You must know. Actually, Mazi, don't cut the ass. Who will pressure the US to do something? It's me and you. If we go and sleep, the OS will not act. Let them act. If they start acting what we need, we will stop calling them. When they give the seat at home, you see all of us, we were spreading it. All of a sudden, it was cancelled. And you see how people feel about. That is to know that the Biafrans you are seeing today are spirit. You will see one idiot in Australia with 37 teeth instead of 32 teeth. Ezenkoya. No. The calling I say you present Simon. And the jealous speak. He's busy killing your people. You have not poisoned him. Is that not a make you a junkie? Finish. One thing about you is that you don't know anything about IPOB. If you know 1/4 of what Simon Ekpa know in IPOB, you will become a terror against IPOB. You will open your platform to use it to collect money. Can you keep secret? What do you know about keeping secret? Do you know what secret is all about? You think a secret is if you see one idiot from Australia, that has 38 teeth instead of 32 and making no sense, you go to the platform. What you do is running from platform to platform to comment, and you call yourself an IPOB media. Before I respond to people, I will see your name. Bob King is not a name, it's a name of junkie. This. When I say junkie, you know the meaning of junkie. I will remain the nightmare of those people that hate to hear the truth. Because I don't even know if these people know the meaning of junkie. Because if they know the meaning of junkie, they could have known what they are. Ask yourself, 180 days, Mazi was kidnapped. You as a Biafran, you as his follower, you are not doing anything for his release. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? These are the questions. If the leadership come out tomorrow and say this is what Biafrans is going to do, nobody will question them. All of us will follow them because that is what we want. Are you waiting until they inject our leader, until they kill our leader before you will start doing something? You are waiting. No, of course, we cannot. We cannot fold our hands. Ask yourself, why is it that since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped, all the whole IPOB media warrior face Simon Ekpa? Only Simon Ekpa. Do you see how great that man is? All of them from A to Z. All of them from A to Z face Simon Ekpa. Only Simon Ekpa. But guess what? They failed to bring him down. Do you know that Simon Ekpa is contesting for a position in Finland? And he say you cannot trust politicians. Why can't you cannot trust politicians, and you are sending the politician to go and negotiate for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu without holding something in your hand? Are you not stupid? The same politicians you say you cannot trust is the same politician you are sending to go and negotiate for the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Who is fooling who? These are the questions I want you people to answer. And I got to go to the stage where a person can be telling us rubbish. Say the truth, I beg. I know people hate Nelly, but one of the Nelly's brokers, she said that when our leader was kidnapped, somebody was on call, calling for private jet, and someone in that meeting that our leader come. Why is it that did not raise alarm? Because since you do a meeting with our leader and he failed to appear in that meeting, first day, you did not hear from the same leader to reschedule the meeting. Second day passed, you did not hear from our leader to reschedule and to know why he failed to come without taking any excuse. The second day passed, you did not hear from the leader. That leader you say you hear from, and you did not hear from him till 8 good days. Do you think that it is wise for the Nigerians to announce to us that they have kidnapped our leader instead of the leadership to announce to us? That means you will wait again until Nigerians will come announce that they have killed our leader, because what we call the leadership is busy digging underground, digging well inside ground, call it underground work. You are afraid to speak. I am not afraid to speak. I was called to speak. My own contribution in this very movement now is to speak the truth, to speak it irrespective of who. Now, some idiots tell you that it's Simon Ekpa, who they claim that is not an IPOB, is the one that said Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Now, ask yourself, what did the leadership do that prompted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not to tell them that he is doing something and he's going this way, that he keep it away from the leadership if he trusted them the way you people are claiming today? Why? These are the questions we need to ask ourselves that make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to look away from them and not to tell them where he's going and the purpose of going there today. And he now tell the so-called, who is not an IPOB member, and other people you see today. Ask yourself this question. You cannot. One day, don't join me or something. Abulamu OES member, follow followers. I'm not one of those. Call me back, saboteur. Call any name you like. But when Biafra is restored, you will see that I am not saboteur. I will be in Biafra land to celebrate it. One day, put them some poor guy for that day. You quit no name. Manya mana from that is say one. You will ask yourself a question. What is that thing that make Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Hamadike, one of Biafra, that make him refuse and the trusted outsider who is not an IPOB member? Who is fooling who? If Simon is not an IPOB member and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is telling him his whereabouts and everything, it shows that he is more trustable and reliable than the people that call themselves hardcores. If you don't know what you people are defending, let me explain it. Mazi Nnamdi don't his activities to the leadership, and he now disclosed it to who is not an IPOB member. It shows that he don't have any trust in them. That simply tell you that he don't have any trust in them. And that is why we are calling on the action. As I am today, I am going somewhere. I don't disclose my whereabouts to my wife or my family. Then I went ahead and go and tell my friends where I am going and my whereabouts. It simply means that I don't trust my wife. It simply means that I don't trust my wife and my family. That I trust the outsider more than them. Ask yourself questions. Are you not stupid? You are not good because you want to hear lies. It's sweet. On a total basi. This bim, bim, bim. On the enu ko nubu. On the chesie or biatobazie girelele ko nubu. Imano nubu bata bluzo. No dino chichichichi. On the chesie jiriwa ya tobago. That is how truth is. And if this thing continue like this, believe you me, if this thing continue like this, believe you me, we'll be ready to welcome many hardcore saboteurs from IPOB, as you people call it. Because the hardcore, the reason you see many people, when there is no action come 2022, after 19th of January, and the case was joined in a long time, you see people come out, they will choose to be that stubborn. And when that happens, I pity you. I pity many of you. The lies the leadership have told us is that one is lion's share. What is lion's share? Two is that we have come to conclusion that Mazi Nnamdi will be released before any election we hold in Anambra State. Today is December. Election hold on the 6th of November. If you don't know what is lie, that is lies. And person like me cannot digest such a stupid lie from anyone. Nna mama tolomas nkolaka sobie. O tolomas nsi nna kwụsị tolomas. Biko nna gwa m nke bụ eziokwu ka mmalụ mgbe ị tolomas na mbikwu eziokwu. You have to tell me the truth. You don't tell me lies for me to believe you. Tell me the truth. If I want to believe you, I believe you because you tell me the truth. We have win. We don't the win. We don't the win. Today, what are you winning? Ask yourself, why is it that there is no single international community that is talking about Biafra today? Because international communities is not, why are they not talking about Biafra today? Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi surrendered himself to be captured, believing that he has men that will fight for him. Mazi Nnamdi surrendered himself to be captured, believing that if he is captured, the people will rise up and demand for Biafra. And he said that even if you arrest me today, Biafra will come close more faster. If you kill me, Biafra will come more faster. How we that the Mazi Nnamdi this very generation can restore Biafra without him? Today, Mazi have been captured. We are not asking you to start war. We are asking you to put pressure, put very extraordinary measure to ask for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's release. Is not someone to be saboteur. I am ready to be one of the saboteur in as far as saboteur for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released and Biafra to be restored. I will be one of the proudly saboteur until Mazi is released. After his release, then come saboto and mapugeze no bosisi after than anyone. Bogezi kwete no na-eme. Bosisi gezi kwete no na-eme. Obli ife Facebook ka na-eme. Ihe na-eme bi ife mmụọ. If you are doing ife more, you got the righteous. Before you point finger on anyone, you must come with a killing finger. You must come before. You cannot be fighting for. Now, many people are saying, if you ask yes to take action, you are calling for. Let me ask you, what is different between you and Nigerian government? When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say that when he called for referendum and Nigerian government say that the IPOB is calling for war. Now, someone called for stoppage of tax. You, as an IPOB, that you say you are wise, now come out and tell the person that is calling for war, you want the US to declare war. What is different between you and that the Nigerian person that tell you that a referendum is the same thing as with war? What is different? There's no difference. There is no difference between you and them. The only difference is that you are a mugu. The person is bigger mugu. Calling for action, measure, is not calling for war. Calling for increasement of sit at home is not a call for war. Calling for stoppage of tax and revenue generation is not a call for war. Stop IPOB should stop acting like a Nigerian people. This is why Ijele speak Udele is calling IPOB people IPOB bingos, because many of you are behaving like bingos, especially those people that call themselves media warriors. When you people behave, I see nothing different between you and bingos. You behave like Nigerian people. How can you be behaving like a bingo and you want a freedom? You cannot be looking for freedom. Why you cannot change your mentality? Your freedom starts from you. Your freedom starts from you. First of all, free yourself from this slave mentality. Free yourself from one Nigerian mentality. Free yourself from injustice. Free yourself with lies. Free yourself from being foolish and stupid. Free yourself from your stupidity. And that is why when Nigele call you people IPOB bingos, you will be saying, hey, you have proven to him that you are IPOB bingos and IPOB junkies. Because watch what is happening today. Go to any platform. All of you are behaving like Nkitala. Mad people everywhere. This OG. Hey! No wonder Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will say, if he has the opportunity, he will never be a black man. Watch some of the idiots that are attacking my program. You will not see them with any name. It's palliative wave, a name of human being. This person now is ashamed of his surname. He's ashamed of his own name. He even is ashamed of his own self. Be proud to answer your surname. The answer is no. Answer your surname. Let me see. Palliative wave. So your surname now is palliative. Your own name is wave. Show that you are a embodiment of enslavement. Slavery. Almost hail autopilot, pilot gaba. Autopilot, pilot gaba. Agameso autopilot. Agameso autopilot. Agameso autopilot. Co-pilot mu na la Biafra. You Zambia. Share now eye open. nke a ekpo ha oge ekpo ndị idiot kpojokpo. One thing you don't know is that English is not your mate. English ablo your mate. When they say autopilot, sonya n'Igbo, ọmakwe gị eso. ọmakwe gị eso. You will come out and say, Biafra is a spirit. What is that spirit? When the spirit is in control, who are you, the spirit? When the spirit is in charge, are you the main motor that will stop the spirit? The answer is no, you can't. ọkwa ndị si na mmadụ dị primitive na jere akwụkwọ chọrọ ịsụ crush na-akpịa I will crash you. Bingo, nwa bingo ekuke. Nwanne biko send that my music to ndị autopilot ka ha nwee ike were na-ebido egwu. The egwu dị ọ dị m ka ọ dị okay. On this note, I am asking you, what have you done to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that anyone can do? To free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you know the worst part of it? Most of you, the junkies, IPOB bingos, most of you fools are indirectly insulting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, thinking that you are attacking Simon Ekpa. All of you that is attacking Simon Ekpa are the same thing at the same time attacking Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, making Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to look stupid. Come and remove the cap now, Iwausa. Using man like you to do profile picture. You cannot use yourself. $1,000 plan without implementing anyone. Are you not moron? Anywhere person start broadcasting, the next thing is, are you against us? Are you with us? As if IPOB have two members. Mazi Chike stated that IPOB are not two, they are one. That everybody is in one. What does that tell you? It tells you that both other people are under IPOB. That is why he said it on the 4th of December 2021 by 8 p.m. his broadcast on the Talk Tough when he was confronted to make peace. He said there is no vacuum, there is no quarrel in IPOB, that we are one, that is a strategy. Why do you want to be attacking your brother? And Mazi Chebepo say, okay, since that is a strategy, let us move on. And they are here now killing yourself. One ne, basaga ife. IPOB have passed a where one person can come and tell you. I ask question here. None of these lunatic junkies can answer me. And the question is, if it happened that, God forbid, the leadership of IPOB compromise or Chike Doziem and some of the campus men, same as in Nnamdi Kanu, how can the followers know that these people have sold our leader? Because we are commanded. If any member who is under them raise the alarm, the person will be sacked. So how will we now how will we know that they have sold our leader? Since we are not doing anything, we told them to relax, to go and sleep. How? Answer me. Answer me. Each and every knowledge is power. When you have knowledge and you acquire wisdom, when you have wisdom and acquire knowledge, you will become great. Wisdom is follow come. You don't use your sense doesn't mean that you don't have it. You have it, but your failure to use it is what makes you a donkey. That is why you cannot think. Share of na say Simon Ekpa the monetizing page. Now, all the whole IPOB, those people that accuse Simon Ekpa that is collecting money, all their page have been monetized. I see them. Measure all of them. Go to them. You will see fan subscription. They have been monetized. So why are you people not accusing them? No matter what, he must be able. Take a pig to London. He will still be able. Now, I was expecting those people who accuse Simon Ekpa, when the Facebook or YouTube will send them not for monetization, they will say no. Rapture is monetized, Biafra Echo is monetized, Mote is monetized. All of them are monetized now. And I am seeing all of them. They are collecting money from Facebook. Why are you people silent? They should remove that thing, because Facebook cannot be paying you. You think Facebook money is Nigerian money. That shows that you are not educated in inwe uche. Onye na-eme homa ka Facebook na-afụ. Ha monetize yalo here. Yes, I am fighting for Simon Ekpa because he's fighting for Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi can say, fight injustice anywhere you see it. And I am fighting this injustice. All this false allegation leveled against Simon Ekpa will come. The only person that can clear it is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Achebe will never believe any idiot or whatever the idiot is saying about him, because he have never come out to tell me the way forward. Until you tell us the way forward. When you are defending someone, you will tell the person, this is what we're supposed to be doing. What is IPOB doing now? What is the IPOB task? His IPOB task is to attack Simon Ekpa and the castigating his name and the assassinating him his name. Is that the way to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What will you attack to Simon Ekpa? Will that attack to Simon Ekpa bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out and restore Biafra for us? The answer is no. Will that attack on Simon Ekpa and the rest of people attacking release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and bring the restoration of Biafra? Why are you people foolish? You are jealous that Simon Ekpa is operating Enter Biafra. You have your email. You can bring 100,000 euro now. You will build Enter Biafra. But ask yourself, if you build this thing, your own Enter Biafra, what will you be preaching? How many people will listen to you? How will you build it? I have unsubscribed to Simon Ekpa. I am not following Simon Ekpa. When this issue started, Simon Ekpa was his subscribers was 38,000. The moment you people say that you are no longer following Simon Ekpa, today Simon Ekpa's subscriber is 53,000. It shows that most of you are now going there to subscribe and come out and be saying rubbish. You are looking for people to turn them like Catholic bishop who make their members not to read Bible, and they are sharing blatant, so that only you will go and listen and come out and tell us he said this thing. Don't go there. Where did you get the information if you are not listening? All the whole people that is saying Simon Ekpa this, all of them subscribe to Simon Ekpa. The only thing they remain for them to do is to even stream his broadcast. If you people are broadcasting on YouTube, how many people watch you? Highest is if you share it in 10 pages as you people share, 100, 200 will be watching. After sharing it to more than 5 pages, Simon Ekpa alone will not share it to anywhere. He will be there. 3,000 will be watching only on YouTube. In how many? More than 3,000 will be watching Enter Biafra. And the you people, many other platforms will be still streaming it. 400, 500, 1,000 will be watching. It shows that you and him is not made. Who don't big, don't big. Onye bulibu ebugibu. Onye bulibu ebugibu. You can never reach him. So you better open your heart. Be pure so that you will receive blessing. Simon Ekpa is kicking against DOS. What order have DOS given that Simon Ekpa is kicking against? Mention the order that DOS have given that Simon Ekpa kick against. You give sit at home, you cancel it. Is it only Simon Ekpa kick against that cancellation of sit at home? Why are you people drinking paracetamol in another man's headache? If you think you are a man, challenge Simon Ekpa. Create your own YouTube. Let 1,000 watch you, one of your program Kaifu. Let me see how people will now watch you and let us see. Evil is evil. Mkpuru mmiri in South Africa is evil. Do you notice that since they exposed the video of someone importing mkpuru mmiri and the person is from Turkey, do you notice that Mechuba do no longer do a live video again? I'm sure he's the one importing mkpuru mmiri to spoil Biafran in Biafra land. And that I hear Kuala now. You must post a picture. If DOS come out today and say, let's sit at home, continue, and implement this take over Biafra land, everybody will be praising them. You will say castigate them. But because there's nothing is going on, nothing is happening. Mazi is dying. He is passing through torture. They are torturing him and nothing is happening. No international community is rising up. The only people that is working today is the IPOB legal team. Not that legal team is not the leadership of IPOB. Don't tell me that what the lawyers do is from leadership. The leadership don't know anything how to defend a legal case. Is Ifeanyi Ejiofor, Aloy Ejimoko, with other people crack their brain and present case because they are defending our leader, and the IPOB are the sponsor of Ifeanyi Ejiofor. What have you people, IPOB, what have we done? You come and tell me they are working with the legal team as if the legal team was hired personally with their personal money. I don't want anyone to say it. You don't want anyone to say it. I will say it. I will say it. What have you done to rescue our leader? He has a heart problem. After he was beaten, mercilessly beaten in Kenya, have any of his medical expertise come to visit him? The answer is no. Why? Have you done anything about that? The answer is no. You have not done anything. What have IPOB contributed in releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? 0/100. We have not contributed anything. No, you want to come and take the glory of Ifeanyi Ejiofor? Only gossiping from here to here. All their platform is from gossip to gossip. You want me to join such gossip? I cannot join it. Mazi Achebe will not join such evil act. Lying against my brother. That is the highest insubordination you can cause. No. How many of the leadership have you seen come to the court to defend? Okay, is the leadership that write Ifeanyi Ejiofor on what to speak and what not to speak in court? No, they are judges and lawyers. This Soji, as you know, go school is Simba. Go school, no. Makwanulife, no. Ordinary wisdom that God give you, you cannot apply it. Common sense that you have, you cannot use it. Common sense is not, you don't use your common sense, doesn't mean you don't have it. But you have it, but you cannot use it. Oh, my sister Lola is in greetings from here. I am for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu freedom, and I support every ideology that comes from anyone to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why I am calling for action, because we must hold something to request for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu release. The zoo government have hold something. What do they hold? They captured our leader and they are pressuring him to drop this Biafra. What Mazi Nnamdi Kanu expect from the IPOB now is to implement something, hold that thing, and be telling Nigeria government that if you don't release our leader, we will not stop this thing. If something happens to our leader, this is what we are going to take it from here to this next level. This is our next level. Even if you have other plans, but let's be doing something. That is why I presented some ideas. Number one is the stoppage of tax and the revenue in Biafra land. That is number one, because that is one of their source of income in Biafra land. That money is being paid to federal government, and they are using it to pay the Boko Haram and they import the Nigerian army to come and kill us. We have to implement it. When you give the order that every Biafran should stop paying anything that has to do federal government tax, local government tax, state government tax, it will affect the federal government. It will affect the state government. It will affect the local government. It will not affect the Biafrans who are doing their business, because the Biafrans will be going out doing their business, and that money they need to pay the government for killing them, they will add it to their business. Yes, will be going. At this point of time, we have graduated from the sitting at home to be dealing with the zoo government directly. I say directly, you are dealing with them. You are not suffering your people again. Now, my sister Chinyere, you get where I am coming. But sitting down, doing underground work with the people who connive with the federal government to kill Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, in 2017 by invading his house. The Eastern governors are the one who masterminded that attack, telling them to go today. We hear our people celebrating that the Eastern governors and the senators with Engineer Barebe visited our leader. That is not what we're supposed to be celebrate. What we be asking is, we will put pressure. Feel even when they are getting result, we will feel like we are not okay with the result. Let us pressuring them. Understand this common game. This is just common game. Then until they will now say, okay, when the pressure is continuing, when the action is going, you will now let them know that you have other plans, that if you finish with this one, you will take it to the next level. They will know that these people are serious. Then when they want to talk, they will know where to talk. This has nothing to do with Simon Ekpa. It has nothing to do with Nelly Ofebu. These are the things the leadership need to put in a place. These are what the leadership will stop making it look like if Simon Ekpa said something good, that because we hate him, we take it and implement it. That is where I get mad at leadership. The question remains now, what is IPOB negotiating with? Because you cannot say it's a secret, because there is something you might have told the Nigerian government that this is what we are using. So why are you keeping it away from your members, and Nigeria keeping their own away from their own people? That is why Nigeria is making us to look like fools before our enemy. My sister, I hope you have understand where I am coming from, because I see you, my sister Chinyere. I see you. You are well-respected person. You are not like all these junkies I see here that is typing rubbish. Now you tell me I can't touch the account don't supposed to come on social media. The question I want to ask now, if you tell us that the account, that after contributing money on it, that one person again will not say I will not remit it, and they will spare the person will go with the money. Don't you know it's possible? There must be a measure to tackle all those things. Not doing saga. Educate people. Lecture people. Get what they need to know. Media warriors. People like Okechukwu, Mkporomiri, Egwato, with this female Ekuke. Retired Akuna non Italy here. Support Akuna na pa mad Akuna. Those things the moment you present your media warriors, we assess the kind of things you are doing inside. The kind of idiotic group of animalistic things IPOB present as their media warriors shows that they don't have something. They only have a bunch of zombies defending nonsense. And the truth, you will hate it. I told you earlier that you will not like the way I speak, because I tell you nothing but the truth and stand for it. If you want me to defend the good and fine. I will do that. With what? Okay, I am defending leadership action. What is their action? Mention one of the action I will stand on defending. Or do you expect me to be defending the leadership the way the Northerners are defending Buhari? With nothing. Buhari did nothing and people are defending him. That is what lead to the killings in the Nigeria today, because you want the person to remain in power, to be honored, and you are defending what you are not seeing. If the people that are surrendered Buhari told Buhari that, my friend, you are a failure, we are not seeing anything, do something right, he could have changed. But he keep on receiving. We are progressing. That is where the progress have landed them. That is what. Now, how will you now? What now calling? You want people at home that is doing business to stop doing business by this thing, but you want them to sit at home and stop doing business. Penny wise, pan foolish. You want them to sit at home and stop doing business. Who is now deceiving who? That is why I tell you there are some ideas you don't need to encounter, because encountering them is like educating Nigeria. How do you want the freedom to be given? Oh, you take your freedom. That is why I tell you, for Biafra to be restored, the IPOB and Biafrans need to take in charge of Biafra land. How can you do that? How can you request for Biafra referendum? How can you fight for Biafra restoration? Is freedom being given or taken? You will see someone in Austria that has 37 to 38 teeth, extra 8 teeth. Will be telling you, or be playing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Let him stop playing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and preach the gospel truth. If 5 people watch him, because he has nothing to say. Oh, and this Isoji with 1-room apartment. You are doing saga. You want to poison Simon Ekpa? Simon Ekpa is your problem. If Simon Ekpa stopped broadcasting, how will that bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out? How will this attack on everyone bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out? Exactly, my sister Chinyere Dike. If the leadership is doing work, nobody will come out and say we need action. When they are doing something right, everybody will be protecting them. But when you are not seeing anything, people will be wondering what is happening. If you doubt what I am saying now, apart from this, some groups that is doing social media attacking Simon Ekpa, call any person in Biafra land, ask the person, how is this Biafra movement in Biafra? The first thing the person will tell you that, I don't know what is going on. They are doing, he don't understand anything. What is going on? Nobody can give you direction. The reason now is that even when the leadership is have given order, people will not know whether the order is serious or not. So it is your surname. Kenneth is your name. If you don't have surname in Biafra land, it is not a name of a human being. It is a name of object, showing that you are not a human being, you are an object. It is Kenneth. He said that Simon Ekpa drink coffee online with a golden cup and the dancing online. Go and watch your brother, Okechukwu. He is learning how to use Mkpuru Mmiri and dance too. How much is golden cup? Can you afford it? No. Have you drink cafe? No. So that is your jealous. When the leadership is doing work, when the leadership is doing work, nobody will question them. Nobody will ask them anything. People will be forced. People like us will be forced to defend them and defend the work they are doing. My question today, the question I am asking is, what are they doing for us to defend? As I am now, I cannot attack Ifeanyi Ejiofor or Aloy Ejimako or any member of the legal team because they are doing their work. They are doing work every day, and we are seeing it. And the Biafrans are angry because they are not participating in the work for Biafra restoration. Some people feel like they have failed our leader because what they're supposed to do, the leadership is stopping them not to do it. How can you call a person who sit at home for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released as a saboteur and gullible? How? How can you call someone who call for to stop paying tax and they stop revenue generating in Biafra land for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released, a saboteur and gullible one, and you say that you are fighting for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? What type of sense do you have? And I see one idiot in Austria have more than 38 teeth. He will come out and be talking rubbish. How do our people reason? What make you IPOB? What did you learn? When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wait, let me play the voice of when he established the ESN. He tell you that the work of these people is to protect Biafrans from peaceful protests, and to anywhere Biafran is killed, that these people will come there and defend them. Today, there is a launch in Biafra land. What are we doing? What are we doing? You don't want to say the truth. You think it's everybody that say, our leader knows something. What do they know? You want to become media warrior without brain. You want to become media warrior without sense. You want to be noticed as if the people that will restore Biafra is the people you see on Facebook. The 100 men Mazi Nnamdi Kanu need, none of you on Facebook can be counted as half human being among the 100 men. Because what I see is one Mazi Nnamdi Kanu call for 100 men. You people are 100 idiotic morons. Where you call and they complain, and instead of your to be treated with what you requested, they will castigate you and use you to make one useless topic, and you want people to continue calling. I created this page so that if I want to pass message, I will pass it here and direct. Hear it. Let them hear it. That's how it is. Let me go to, I'm playing the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that you will know this is what
to defend the land of the time now approximately is.
This is the voice of Mazi. We launch the Eastern Security Network and they give them a tax.
Now approximately is 7 p.m. in the blessed land of Biafra. It across the breadth of the zoological republic called Nigeria. That from this day onwards, any attempt to kill innocent people will be kindly reciprocated. Any attempt by the zoo army or the police to kill innocent populations, the same way they did in Obibo,
are you hearing him?
In equal measure. Therefore,
are you hearing the reason why this Eastern Security was created? To protect us. And someone is telling busy. They are created to enforce every step IPOB is going to make.
Upon this very generation to defend our land against the excesses and ravages of foreign terrorism and the hegemonic tendencies of the Sokoto Caliphate. For years, our mothers have not been able to go to the farms. Our daughters are being raped and cut into pieces. Everybody is aware of what transpired at Nimbo, at also Wani, what is happening right now in Delta, what is also happening in Ebonyi State, and also in parts of Abia. We cannot allow it to continue.
We can't allow it to continue.
Spineless, lily-livered idiots as governors. They have given over our land to the Janjaweed to occupy in perpetuity. This very generation, this very IPOB will not tolerate it. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever. We would rather all perish and die than to allow our land to be taken over by the Janjaweed. It cannot happen. This is a warning to all the governors who are conspiring due to one political consideration or the other to give our land to infidels and blood-sucking demons from the Sahel. It cannot happen, not under our watch. It's not going to happen. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever.
You hear it?
Our invaders, we are being told, come from Senegambia. We are being told they come from Mali. Some are from Niger Republic. Some are from Chad, according to the governor of Kaduna State, El Rufai. Therefore, we are setting up the Eastern Security Network.
Are you hearing?
To combat the excesses of these vagabonds and criminals from across the Sahel. Along the same lines as Amotekun, and even the ones set up by the terrorists themselves, Mieti Yala. What we are launching today officially before the congregation of a global audience is the Eastern Security Network.
Are you hearing
Not
it?
a Biafran army, no.
Not a Biafran army.
This army will march, we shall let the world know. But for now, and for our present purposes, we are there to defend the land of Biafra against these marauders from the Sahel, against a very determined incursion being led by terrorists, Fulani terrorists to be precise. What we are doing is no different from what Amotekun is seeking to achieve in Yoruba land. What we are doing is not far from what Mieti Yala, the terrorists themselves, are seeking to achieve in the northern part of the damnable Zoological Republic. Our response to the endless cycle of insecurity, lawlessness, mayhem, destruction of lives and properties in Biafra land is the launch of this very Eastern Security Network, this very day. In the coming days and weeks, you will see them in their uniforms. You will see them performing very critical and vital functions of ensuring the security of our land. I urge each and every one of you to give them your maximum cooperation. Attempts in the past to resolve these very raging Fulani terrorist incursion into our land has been very fragmented and piecemeal. It has never worked. Just a few days ago, we received reports that Delta State, under Governor Ifeanyi Okowa, launched what he referred to as Delta Safe Operation Delta Hawk.
Where is it today? Let me pause it. Okay, continue, Mazi.
To safeguard the whole of Yoruba land. Mieti Yala launched their own vigilante group to safeguard the interests of Fulani Janjaweed all over the Zoological Republic. When you come to the east, by which I mean the southeast and the south-south, all the governors there are cowards. They have not done anything to secure our lives and our properties. That is why we felt it is necessary for us to do the right thing to protect our land, or else we will go the way that the Hausa people went. And we are not going to allow that, not under our watch. They have managed to fragment our people. They have managed to divide us. No governor in the southeast or south-south has the courage nor the conviction to stand up to defend the people. Therefore, we must. Therefore, IPOB must defend our land to the very last blood in our
defend our land.
We are not going to stop. Not now, not tomorrow, not ever, until we rid our farms and our forests of every vestige of Fulani Janjaweedism. This evening, I'm announcing it, that our forests and our farmlands shall be free of Fulani terror presence. They cannot dwell in our bushes. They can bring down their cattle to do their business, after which we expect them to domicile in our cities and in our towns, to rent houses like any other group of people. If they decide to venture into our forests and into our farms, they will have us to contend with. We do not care who they come with. We don't care if they come with their army, their air force, or whoever is supporting this caliphate, relentless incursion into the south. We shall meet them head on. We shall confront them. I do not want to hear about any rape of a mother anywhere, starting from. I don't want to hear that any daughter of Biafra has been abducted anywhere in our territory, because starting from this very evening, our forests and our farmlands are no-go areas for Fulani terrorists masquerading as headsmen. Because the Fulani very cleverly discovered that the only way they can defeat our people is by dividing us. That is why all the governors of the South South and the Southeast never got together to float any security outfit capable of defending our land. None of them did. Absolutely none. Even what their counterparts are doing in Yoruba land, they cannot replicate. What ordinary terrorist group like Miet Yala is doing, your so-called governors cannot do it, because they are cowards, they are beholden to the caliphate. If they want to serve the Fulani Caliphate, they can go to the north and do it. Not in Biafra, not anymore, not from this very night. That is why this very announcement is being made before the full view of the international community, that they may understand how serious we are.
Before the international community, for them to understand how serious we are. Maka ndị na-atụ ụjọ.
As somebody quite rightly said, the only way to eat an elephant is by cutting it into pieces. The only way the Fulani Janjaweed can overwhelm us is by dividing us. If you are an agent of Fulani Caliphate, if you have come to do the bidding of Fulani Janjaweed in our land, I am asking you this very evening to retrace your steps. Because again, starting from this very day, where Biafrans are killed, any governor, any police commissioner who tolerates the massacre of innocent people will pay very dearly for it. Will pay very, very dearly for it. Do not underestimate our resolve, because this evening, first of all, I speak as a human being who is possessed of a compatriot spirit of human beings everywhere, especially in the zoo that Britain created called Nigeria. Second, I speak as a witness to the suffering of Biafrans in the zoo called Nigeria. And what we want to make abundantly clear is that we are warning everybody who is a stakeholder in the zoo about our determination and our resolve to ensure that our land is defended. This is a resolution we have reached, and it is cast in stone.
Cast in stone.
That some people may say that Amotekun has some veneer of legal backing from their various houses of assembly in the West, that we must also seek to do the same in the East.
Let me pause it here and tell you something. He said that people will say, like what some people will be, when I say about boycotting and the stoppage of tax and revenue generating, people are telling me the government will do that. You see, Mazi can tell you that people will still say that Amatokun and other people have the backing of their people from the House of Assemblies and all those things. And he is seeking the same thing from the so-called Eastern politicians. Today, the 12th of December 2021, make it complete 1 year. Eastern Security Network was established. Now, have the Eastern leaders recognized them? No. Have the Eastern political leaders have adopted them? No. Have they sponsored them? Now, what have they done to Eastern Security Network? They called Nigerian Army to be killing them. The same people who called Nigerian Army to be killing the security instead of adopting it, you are expecting to go and negotiate for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You are negotiating to go for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. How do you think that they will not kill him? Ojuzo Kalu went there and they asked him, why did you run? You could have stayed and died. After the Eastern governors have meeting with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, then called the Operation Python Dance to go to his house. Now, he tell you that the work of Eastern Security Network is to protect us. You have to use them to enforce every law. There is nothing you will do in restoration of this Biafra that you will not see government, the Zoo government opposing it, but you have to enforce it. This is not our leader. It's like he is the leader. He's still alive. It's his followers need to fight for him now at this point. We are the one to fight for our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be released and Biafra restoration. Now let me ask you, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, God forbid, if they kill him, is that the time you will now ask yourself, it's time for us to fight? Is that time? Now, that time, who will now be the commander? That is the question you ask yourself. Now that everybody is hiding, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is our leader. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, let me tell you, if you find Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you don't see him, everybody will turn to leader. And that will be end of the road for Biafra restoration. Now that everybody is fearing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leadership not need to use this opportunity to put a measure, pressure to bring Biafra restoration to come to fulfillment. Not when everybody will be scattered. Let's hear it from the lion himself. One idiot in Austria put at 8 teeth. Only more 10 extra teeth. Extra. And already play voice. Why can't he play this voice and analyze it and tell us that Eastern Security Network is to just be clapping and be jumping? They are doing everything to make sure that they destabilize the Eastern Security Network. They are doing everything. That is why this account is going flying everywhere. That is why they want to use this their media division. I see one idiot telling me that if you come to IPOB in Germany, that everything is all right. Everything is not all right. Everything is not all right. Don't tell me that everything is all right. I am seeing people from Germany broadcasting and they are complaining. Some people have been sacked. And they say, you think if somebody is not in Germany, you don't know what is happening. You think if somebody is not in Austria, you don't know what is happening in Austria. You think there is somebody is not in Switzerland, you don't know. We are all here in Europe and we know how we get everything. We communicate. Not tell me that everything is all right. Now let us hear.
Understand this very that our land is under occupation. The land of Biafra is under occupation with the tacit approval of those you call your political leaders. They have sold us down the drain. They have benefited from the relentless onslaught of a government determined to exterminate Biafrans, especially their youth. We are not beholden to them, because today we present to the world our first and our last line of defense against Fulani Janjaweed inspired murderers.
Underline that word, the last line.
Across the entire Middle Belt and the South. The Eastern Security Network is here to bring to an end years of Fulani Miyetti Allah terrorism in our land. This very security outfit is modeled, as I have said before, along the lines of Amoteku in the West, and even the vigilante group formed by Miyetti Allah themselves. Therefore, we are going to secure the entire Southeast and South-South, which is the former East, with the necessary assurance that crimes such as kidnapping, armed robbery, illegal abduction of innocent people is brought to an end very imminently. We must bring all these things to an end. We must understand that years of torment has come to an end. I also appreciate the fact that some of you, those who are in the service or in the pay of the Zoological Republic, I know that some of you cannot fathom what we are about to unveil this very evening. You thought that pictures were overwhelming. After this broadcast, the entire video will be released. That all of you may understand how serious we are that we have come determined to do the will of the Most High Elohim. What is our story? I ask. Our story is that we have been killed for very many years. Just days ago, Fulani Muslims, yes, Fulani, call them headsmen, call them Mietiana, call them Boko Haram, call them ISIS in West Africa. They murdered over 100 rice farmers, purportedly Christians, in cold blood in Borno State.
In Olia?
Am I upset about it? Of course I am. Are we grieving? Of course we are grieving.
Are you hearing him? The reason why ESN was established. Some of you don't know. You are here fighting who is IPOB member, who is not IPOB member.
Until now,
Dala.
the international community have failed to do something about the murderous outrage perpetrated by Fulani terrorists on against innocent indigenous populations in the zoo called Nigeria. Sometimes I feel disconnected. Sometimes outrage and anger over these killings and the insincerity, the duplicitousness, and the profound lacking of seriousness, or should I say, stark appreciation of history. Our people, we do not learn. We have never learned. And until we rise up, all of us, one after the other, to support these very glorious efforts we are making to secure our land, our enemies will triumph over us.
You hear what Mazi said? He said that everyone must rise up. He never said that only who started this movement in 2012 will rise up. He said that everyone must rise up one by one after the other, to rise up, and we must come together to fight for this very movement. Now, why are you now castigating people that join you today? You are now making Mazi Nnamdi to look stupid by telling everybody to come. And you, who are you to chase them out? I am asking you. Who are you to tell people that you are not an IPOB member in 2014 or 2015? Are you more intelligent? No, you are not telling me that Mazi Nnamdi don't know what he's doing. The ESN was formed for everyone to support it, not for one person to take over ESN and use it to be robbing, like Ashwazrike used Mazop to be robbing people. That is why he set many people to monitor it. And when you are here gossiping, and the what's supposed to reach to the ESN are not reaching them, they are human beings like me and you. Some of them will get angry and they leave the work. Will you do it? Mazi is busy calling for people to come together. You are busy chasing them out. We have started 2015, 2014. And so what? How many of you started this movement before Uchemefo? How many of you started this movement before Ritaniborg? How many of you started the movement before Mazi Nnamdi? Many of you don't even know when Mazi Nnamdi started. He is busy gathering people. The work of ESN, let me tell you, is the ESN you will use to enforce no more tax collecting. You see it. My sister here said that she have officially given up her position as a coordinator because of all this ongoing saga. Many coordinators are resigning. You think they will come on air to tell you that I have resigned, and you see one imbecile like Chikunwike Dominic tell you that IPOB is intact. Did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu tell you that it's only people that started in 2014? Go and check the ESN members. Do they start this movement in 2014? Why did the IPOB recruited people who did not start in 2012 with Mazi Nnamdi into ESN? Why? Why didn't you order for only IPOB who started in 2012 to be sitting at home so that others will be moving out? Why didn't you make it very clear so that we will know? That is why I tell you, Biafra can never be restored without people coming together to demand for freedom. You can gossip, call your father any name, call your mother any name, but one thing is for sure. Biafra, one person cannot give you Biafra. You celebrate the name of Nelson Mandela. If South Africa never supported him, he will fail. Ask yourself, why did Ojukwu fail? Ojukwu failed because when the moment the war started, Nnamdi started fighting for Nigeria. If Arjuna, like this, some of the people today hiding, are fighting for one Nigeria, and Ojukwu failed. How if the whole Biafrans join Ojukwu officially and fight for Biafra restoration, Ojukwu will not fail to restore Biafra. The same way you people are dividing IPOB now, dividing everyone, making it more difficult for people to come out. When those people use their energy and join Nigerian force, so why ask yourself, you are calling and they are saying, I see many Photoshop. You are making photoshopping flavor with Biafran flag, Williams Chamber, all those things. If they come out today and join you and say their opinion, you will call them sabo. When do they join? You will even say that it's election that make them to join. That is why many people are not identifying with IPOB. They will say, restore the Biafra, let us enjoy it. You think if Biafra is restored, you can stop any person from enjoying it? You cannot stop. That is why I love Onowibo TV. The guy is doing something. Go there and talk rubbish. He will finish you up. Common sense is not common. But how can you? He said that total control of our land. That is the reason he established ESN. And ESN is there to protect the peaceful protesters. And if anywhere they kill innocent Biafrans, there will be a retaliation of that. Now, in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Biafran life, even some of the IPOB leadership are calling for Nigerian police to kill IPOB, and you tell me that is not insubordination. Did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu call on Nigerian police to arrest any IPOB member or any Biafrans? Have you heard Mazi Nnamdi? But some people are calling on Nigerian police to officially on a live broadcast to call for the indigenous people of Biafra to be arrested and prosecuted by Nigerian police because you feel like you are not the one who sent them. Did Mazi Nnamdi Kanu do that? When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was not kidnapped, have you seen any Eastern Security Network arresting any individual, telling the person that you are forcing what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is supposed to tell us to be doing? Ask yourself, how did Wazirike fail? Wazirike failed when he left the enemies and start fighting for Biafrans. You think that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been captured, that you can ridicule him with name, pretending you are defending Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? You can ridicule Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You can use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu name to gossip and use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be fighting the people you think they are your enemy, not the enemy of Biafrans. Go and ask Uchemefo. When he was second in command, he was sacking people anywhere, command and control. Boom, boom, boom. Today, the same command and control, sack him. Where is he today? He is nowhere to be found. The same fate will befall all of you who are using the command and control to fight for your personal and selfish interests instead of to uniting the people together. What are you now enforcing? Every Biafrans need to be participating in this ongoing Biafra restoration. Every Biafran need to be doing one thing or the other. So if they leave you people now, you will go and be fighting other groups like Biafran National Guide or Biafran National League because they are not under your command. When the war starts, who will you now call? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu once said that if you kill the mad people in your village. When other people will bring their own mad people to come and fight you, you will not see any mad person to fight, to defend you, because it takes only mad people to fight mad people. That message, you did not get it. No, leave that idiot. He's an imbecile, Dominic Chinkunwike. This message is for him. I want him to watch it from beginning to the end. I said it. I don't block people. If I block you, I know what you will comment. I will block you. I don't announce my blocking. Before I block you, I will not tell you that I have blocked you. It's when you stop receiving any notification, you know that you are gone. What have you learned? What you display is what you're supposed to learn from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Many of these errats don't learn anything from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. All of them, what they showcase is what someone from somewhere called them and say, go and talk. That is not a broadcaster. That is not, doesn't make you a journalist. That is why last time I see one in beside celebrating the killing in Ebonyi State, thinking that Mazi Simon Ekpa come from Ebonyi, thinking that Mazi Achebe come from Ebonyi. I am not from Ebonyi State, but Ebonyi people are my brothers and sisters, and I have to defend them the way I will defend my people from Anambra. Because in olden days, there is nothing like Ebonyi. We are all one. Do you know the repercussion of what we are doing today? What is the measure you have put in a place? Mazi Nnamdi can tell you that today is the 1-year anniversary of Eastern Security Network. What we are seeing today is who will be in charge of Eastern Security money, not who will be in charge on restoring Biafra. Every broadcast that is coming today is account now. This is one the real account. This one the real fake account. Everyone is posting rubbish. And you expect me to be paying money in such nonsense account? I rather keep my money. When Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out, I will know where to put it. Some of you will say, if Mazi Nnamdi Kanu come out and say that he was the one who authorized for there is no action to be taken for him to be released, that he was the one who authorized for Biafra to be sleeping while he's suffering, then I will say sorry, master, because he is. But for now, I don't owe any person apology. No idiot can ask Mazi Achebe, you have said something that you're not supposed to. Thunder will fire you. Hold any post. Thunder will fire you. Who you be? Now you I see follow IPOB. I see you. For those like the idiot, I keep on saying it, the idiot in Austria that has 38 to 40 teeth in his mouth, telling you he will poison this one. Ask him, can he stand? I challenge. Let me tell you, you see Egwatu in South Africa, Biafran child, Onyemechuba, all these idiots, if Jele speak, catch all of them together, he will crush all of them. Because all of them are a bunch of idiots. Only Jele speak is bigger than all of them. This irat, all of them that is talking rubbish. If Jele speak, how many of them can do what Jele speak is doing? Do you know that I am proud of Gumi? If Gumi is to be a Biafran, Biafra could be in the side of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Biafra could be they don't restore Biafra. Now, do you have any people? This is where you people chase the hard men out from the movement, and you suffer for what's supposed to take 1 month. You will suffer for another 1, 2 years, 3 years again. You want, because you are not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you are not the person being arrested. You are not the person being tortured in DSS. You are not the person passing the pain. You are not the person who leave his wife and children. You are not the woman who a man who watch his mother being buried like without attending the burial. That is why you can come out and say you are protecting. Which useless structure are you protecting? Which useless structure that is bigger than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's unconditional release and the unconditional and Biafra restoration? And you tell us to stop. Yes, saboteur. You are not an IPOB member. As if they share money for the IPOB. They share money, not be we they give. This is how Biafra will look like. Is this, let me ask you, if Biafra is restored, you carry this mentality and Sudan will be a child play to what will happen in Biafra. One Biafra land there. One aga go. Can you blew this mentality? A man no blood source my baby. He blew this mentality. Batana Biafra land. One that is especially all these mugus. Ask yourself, instead of, we must not emulate Nigerian evil characters. Buhari was asked to present his school certificate. He went and hired 100 lawyers and some idiotic journalists. They ask you now for the leadership to take action for Mazi and Kanu to release. You went and hired idiotic rat to be causing problem in Facebook and the social media. The only thing that when they talk, you know that these people talk from their anus. They don't have brain. Is they will tell you, say Simon Ekpa is receiving a spa chat. Simon Ekpa is receiving money. He run monetize YouTube and the Facebook. Why can't you run your own and speak what like Simon Ekpa? Let them give you spa chat. Because you are talking rubbish. No reasonable person can be sending spa chat to you. When you are speaking rubbish, even Facebook cannot monetize your page. When you are talking what like animal, even YouTube will block your page instead of monetizing it. But because Simon Ekpa, even Mark Zuckerberg is enjoying Simon Ekpa's brokers. And that is why they are monetizing him. YouTube is very easy. You got email, go to YouTube, create it, call it. All of them that castigate Simon Ekpa, that this and that, all of them now are begging for subscribers. I see the other Atolo in South Africa telling people to subscribe in YouTube. To do what? And you say Simon Ekpa, oh, you want to receive super chat? Oh, you're a fool. Why are you? No, you don't need to go to YouTube. Instead of you coming out to defend emptiness, nothingness, you better tell the leadership that we need something, we need action. When the leadership is working, it takes a result to cancel insult. In the history of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu only mentioned the name of Mazop and Wazirike when he told the whole world that Wazirike was kidnapped him on the day of his wedding, and he asked women to urinate and pour on him. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never created IPOB and they start attacking Mazop upon the atrocities and everything the Mazop do to him. He created IPOB, he found IPOB, and he used it to fight for Biafra restoration. Why are you people recruiting idiots to be attacking one another in the absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? To the extent of making Mazi Nnamdi Kanu look foolish by coming on air to tell us that someone Mazi Nnamdi Kanu appoint is not an IPOB member, making us to believe that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu don't know who is IPOB member and who is not an IPOB member, meaning that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu can go now and appoint Sindako of Finland to come and broadcast on Radio Biafra or anyhow person. You tell me, you talk without thinking. You talk without thinking. When you don't have a case against someone, you need their case because you don't have case. I leave you people so that you people will think and they come back. But I have seen that your idiocy, your idiotic character have eaten you up. John Wodo, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is asylum seeker. He seek asylum in UK. That is how UK granted him British passport. If you don't know what is asylum is, Mugu. Go school, you say no. Use your knowledge, no. Use your wisdom, no. Asylum seeker. What is asylum? Anyone Ojukwu seek asylum in Ivory Coast. Nelson Mandela seek asylum. Kenyatta seek asylum. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu seek asylum. Uche Mefo seek asylum. Mention one freedom fighter that did not seek asylum in English. Look at them, primitive idiots. Stop using English. Use your language. When you want to use English, first of all, translate it in your own language. Know the meaning. Asylum seeker. Mazi Chebeko, you're asylum seeker. As if your leader is not asylum seeker. As if my leader is not asylum seeker. How come Mazi Nnamdi Kanu got British passport if he's not asylum? What is asylum? Asylum is when the country where you are pursuing you. You run out. Your life is in danger. You seek for protection for another country. You are seeking asylum. Zombie United. That is how. This is why Ijele is calling you people IPOB bingos. And Mazi Achebe is calling you people IPOB junkies. Because you speak without thinking. It's after you speak, you not think. Already you have said your useless thing. You're asylum seeker and you don't know what is asylum. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now that seek asylum and got British passport, do you think, let me tell you, how do you get your document from other country? Zombie travel, no. They tell you travel is part of your education. Your own. Even if you travel the whole world, you can never learn one thing because your brain, you have rust brain. They make you to believe that if anyone make a code US, it's an attack. If anyone come as Nnamdi Kanu, it's an attack. You have the mentality that when someone call for action, you put it as a war. And the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu call for referendum, and Nigeria put it, say that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is calling for war. And you come out and say that Nigeria, you don't know what referendum is. Now, what is different between you and Nigeria? Because Nigeria called Biafra referendum a war, and you as an Biafra now, you are calling war a call for measure to free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as a war from your own fellow Biafran. That is them. Ndisi mad people everywhere. Ndala. That is it. Nigerian mentality have eaten deep in most of the people that answer Biafra today. How come? No wonder that since many years, many of you that are hardcore cannot perform because Mkpuru Mmiri have eaten your brain. Many of you are drug dealers. You cannot go to any person that is relevant in the country where you are because you have bad record. That is why Anyofu Nekoro in the attack na Simon Ekpa is progressing. Oh, Simon Ekpa must not take over the US. He want to hijack. You can only hijack a weak government, not a strong one. Everybody have sense, but your inability to make use of your sense is make you mumu. Idea. We are hardcore. We started it. When you see people that started this movement that well educated, when they speak, like my mentor, Augusta, oh, biggie, throw a salute for that man. When he talk, he speak reasonably, he speak with order, he talk like human being. But watch these urchins on Facebook urchins. You will see them talking without sense, making Mazi Nnamdi Kanu look stupid before the world. That is what I cannot take. Go and listen to Radio Biafra. Go and listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Learn. Stop listening to the people that has 37, 38, 40 teeth. It's affecting their brain. That idiot in Austria, that 38 teeth is affecting him. At times, if you want to talk, the teeth will confuse him. He will talk another thing. That is why he cannot say anything without playing the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because the only way people will listen to him is by listening to the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Once he stopped playing the voice of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, everywhere will scatter. The highest foolishness in this world is when you are in abroad, challenging someone in abroad to come home. You have to be in home. The only person that has right now to tell any person to come home and to challenge it is those people that are at home. Others are coward. You see junkie in Turkey. Another junkie. iche na igba afọ ọnụ bụ na nwa m etola, ọ bụla ogologo bụ na nwa m etola. Ka ihe ibu n'isi, what is in your head? Causing catastrophe in IPOB and you think you are doing well. You flip people. Mazi Achebe Paul, eziokwu bụ ndụ one na Biafra land. If you are afraid to speak the truth, one day you will die with that truth, and you will suffer. Your body will not suffer it, but your children will suffer that truth you buried. Your children will suffer it, and they will suffer it and suffer it. After your children suffer it, your children will suffer it. That is, you live what you leave for your children to inherit is sufferness. On this note, I will be drawing the curtain down here. I say, if you are an IPOB member, continue doing your good work. Stop coming on Facebook to say this one is not an IPOB member. This one is not an IPOB member. You are nobody to decide who is IPOB or who is not an IPOB. It's left for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to sanction who is not doing well. And for you, if you want me to defend the leadership, tell me the work they are doing and what we're supposed to stand and be defending them. Stop defending Buhari, because defending emptiness and nothingness is as the same thing as defending Buhari. That is the way people are defending what you are not seeing, is the way they defended Buhari and landed Nigeria into trouble today. Today, nobody wants to identify himself as a Nigeria outside abroad. Because when the corruption and the nothing is happening, is beginning, you people are defending him and clapping for him. It will be better. You go better. 6 years don't pass. 8 years now they go. First tenure finish, second tenure. On this note, if you want me to defend anything, first of all, tell me the work. Tell me the work we're supposed to be doing. IPOB, not the underground work. I know they do underground work. Come and tell you I'm doing underground work. Anything that has to do underground, let it be underground. Tell me the one I want to be do so that people will be seeing it. That is the one I will defend. The one you are doing underground is none of my business. It's your own business. You can defend it by yourself. On this note, I say, may Elohim bless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. May Elohim guide and protect him. May Elohim guide and protect every member of Eastern Security Network. May Elohim guide and protect every commander of Eastern Security Network. May Elohim guide and protect every member of IPOB DOS who is in the right direction, not the other way around. May Elohim guide and protect them. May Elohim expose those that sold our leader. May Elohim curse them. Their days will be cursed. They will live in pain for the rest of their life. May Elohim curse the generation of people that will fight to betray this very IPOB. May Elohim curse their family. May Elohim protect our legal teams. If they are in the right track, may Elohim protect them. May Elohim guide them and protect them. May Elohim guide every member of IPOB worldwide, wherever they are. May Elohim guide and protect all of them, one after the other. May Elohim guide and protect every national coordinator, every regional coordinator, every zonal coordinator, every unit coordinator, every PRO, and every principal officers in IPOB. May Elohim guide and protect all of you, one after the other, wherever you are residing. May Elohim guide you and protect you. He say, may Elohim guide and protect every IPOB member on social media, saying the truth, not laying wrong accusation to one another. If you lay wrong accusation against IPOB member, may wrong accusation befall on you. That's socially be. He say, may all of us live to restore Biafra. Whoever pray for his or her brother not to see Biafra, may the person die before the Biafra restoration. Socially be. Whoever plan to poison his own brother, leaving the enemy, may the person die in the poison. May the enemy poison the person before his time. So shall it be. He say, we all must restore Biafra and we will enjoy Biafra. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not die. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not die. So shall it be. He will restore Biafra and all of us will enjoy it. He say, thank you and remain blessed. Remember, unity is the key to the success. Without unity, you cannot achieve anything. Biafra unity stands for the truth and nothing but the truth. I am Mazi Achebepol, MAP Eziokubundu. On this place, I stand and tell you that every allegations they are laying against Simon Ekpa is lie, pure lie. None of them are truth. If you want to speak the truth, speak it from the beginning. Don't cut from up. I don't support evil, and I can never support evil. That is how it is. If you are afraid to speak the truth, I am not afraid to speak the truth. I will say it and damn the consequences. That is who I am. I am a man, not a woman that will run and live the world. Confront me if you think you're a man. That is how it is. God bless you, and don't forget to subscribe to Biafra Unity TV. Very soon, I will be earning my own super chat so that enemy will commit suicide. For those of you who don't know what is Facebook monetization, call me and I will teach you. It's free. Do your work. Facebook will do it for you. Because of hatred and jealousy will cause many of you untimely death. Before on this note, I say, remain blessed, all of you, and may Elohim guide and protect you. He said, they won't do man again. I got men Sunday.